Made please. Also, with the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 30. Matter may be adjourned for 2 weeks. Lordship.
You are for?
I am for Water Resources
It
Department.
is a fixed item.
Pardon, Lordship.
What is the ground?
Lordship, Mr. RM Das was supposed to do the matter. He is not keeping well, Lordship. He is not.
Yes, Mr. Sharma, when do you want? The 2 weeks means it may go to
Before Puja
9th,
of life,
9th of,
9th of October.
okay. Mr.
She Sharma, Lordship.
C. Sharma, Learned Council representing Mr. RM Das. Standing out to Water Resource Department has prayed for adjournment of the case for 2 weeks on the ground that Mr. Das is not keeping well. Mr. S. Sharma, Learned Council for the petition is present and has agreed to the state prayer. First of as sought for by the Learned Council for the parties, lays the case on 9/10.
May I
Okay.
please, Your Honor? With the consent of the respondent, I beg to mention item number 21, Lordship. Mr. A. Bhattacharya is supposed to appear in last occasion, Lordship, but today he is not well. He informed me over phone.
Mr.
A. Borua.
A. Borua, Learned Council for the petitioner has paid for
1 week, Lordship.
1 week's time, paid for listing of the case after 1 week. It is submitted that consent has been taken from the Learned Council for the respondents to make the prayer. List the case accordingly after a week on a date to be paid office. Petitioners petitioner.
All right.
Wait, please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 48 of supplementary list, Lordship. I take the consent of the respondent, Lordship.
48, yes.
Lordship, in this case, we want to file our additional affidavit, Lordship. 1 week time may.
On
allow
the
Lord-
prayer of MS Ardeka, MS Ardeka, Learned Council for the petitioners has submitted that the petitioners want to file an additional affidavit and for that reason, command the case be adjourned for a week. It is submitted that consent has been taken. Video. Leave the case prayer is allowed, leave the case after a week on a date to weeks by the office.
May I please, Your Lordship, with the consent from the other side, I beg to mention item number 33. Lordship, we are yet to file the affidavit in opposition. Affidavit in reply, 2 weeks' time may be granted.
Yes, Mr. MS
K. Bhattacharya.
for the petitioner.
Yes,
MS appearing for the petitioner has prayed for and is granted 2 weeks time to file affidavit in reply. First of it is submitted, consent has been taken. This is the yes. After 2 weeks on a date to weeks by the office.
May it please the Lordship. My Lord, I beg to mention item number 36, my Lord.
Yes,
Yes, in this matter, my Lord, I am led by Mr. K. Choduri, my Lord. He is out of station due to some personal reasons, my Lord. Okay, मेरा matter will come up on Friday next, my Lord. That matter, my Lord, BPCL,
Friday, this Friday.
my Lord.
There is stay order.
Stay order for Friday, my Lord. Friday or
Okay,
Monday.
Mr. RM Deka. Learned Council appearing for the petition has submitted that leading counsel, Mr. Kane Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel is out of station for personal reason and the case be listed on another date to stop Mr. S. Bhattacharya, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 2 is present and has expressed urgency in the matter. Has agreed to by the Learned Counsel for the parties, list the case on Friday. Adhikari, 22.
Encourage me to continue till then.
The interim order passed Friday shall continue till the next day for this.
Lately obliged.
Lordship, I beg to mention this for listing this matter for admission.
What is the subject?
Matter relates to non-payment of bill for supply materials for implementation of the scheme under.
Bill, non-payment of bill next week.
Wait, please, my lord. My lords, I pray for the listing of a matter for admissions matter. Matter pertains to non-payment of bill of an advocate. It may be listed any day this week or next week, my lord.
Next week.
Accomplished. My lord, I beg to mention item number 22 and 23. With the consent of the other side only. A senior is unavailable today, my lord. Kindly adjourn for the day.
Hmm. On the prayer of Mr. K. I. Muzumdar, learned counsel part of petitioners, the cases
22.
are adjourned for that day. It is submitted that the learned counsel for the respondent sides have been duly informed.
Obliged.
Lordship, I beg to mention for the item for the listing, Lordship.
Subject,
Subject is a revenue matter, Lordship.
revenue,
Yes, he has not received the revenue as per the interim order. So it,
what revenue?
from that area, Lord, the two areas were divided and a petitioner is claiming that this area belongs to him and he is collecting the revenue from the ghats, Lordship. So
Ferry service or what?
ferry service,
Okay, next week.
22nd of March.
Or 22nd. 22nd,
Yes, Lordship.
25.
Yes, Lordship. March.
Daily list for motion item number 1.
Please, your lordship. The case where my lord. Upon Akara Min Mahal, upon my lord, Akara Min Mahal, which has been settled since 2018-19 without circulating a tendering process. Simply, my lord, without my lord plotting any tender process. Any tendering process, my lord.
Yes.
Respondent number 7, my lord, who is allowing to run the my lord the same form since 2018-19 without any tendering process and allowing to run temporarily at the very lowest rate in the financial year as well, my lord.
When it was last settled,
Last year, my lord, page 28, my lord. On the basis of the application submitted by him, page 28.
okay, it was earlier settled by tender process.
In the year 2000 for the financial 2016 and 17. Hereafter, no tender process, particularly this, my lord, Min Mahal.
Yes, Mr. Council,
I have also submitted application to the respondent, that you also find page,
wherefrom you have got the power to settle it directly.
My lord,
page 30, my lord.
have to seek instructions from the department, from the
Hmm.
concerned authority as to why they have flouted the tender process and directly settled it.
So in the meantime, you have
My
come very late, Mr.
No, my lord, I am making effort to collect the, my lord, these documents. In respect of making temporary settlement.
So we'll consider about interim relief on the basis of instructions placed on the next returnable.
Well, page number 13, my
Are
lord.
Mr. F.K.R. Ahmed, learned counsel for the petitioner, and Mr.
P. Handek on behalf of
B. Henry, learned counsel representing Mr.
K. Kumar, my lord.
K. Kaur, learned standing counsel, Panchayat and Rural Development Department. For the respondent number
1 to 5.
1 to 5. Full stop. The petitioner. Is desirous of. Do you have any earlier experience?
Yes, ma'am. I made a category similar paragraph number 2, my lord.
The petitioner. Now, did you have any earlier experience? No.
Earlier experience of my lord having my, yes.
The
I know one of the aspirant, my lord.
petitioner
You are waiting to purchase.
is aggrieved by the action action of the respondent panchayat authorities in not settling a fishery named Akara Meen Mahal.
It's a fisherman pond. Pond. You see, by financially.
No, page 21, it is Mahal. Akara Meen Mahal,
Yes, Min Mahal.
situate within Katniapara Gaon Panchayat and within the jurisdiction of Katniapara Gaon Panchayat area and within the territorial jurisdiction of Pub Mongoldoi Anchalik Panchayat by any kind of bidding process. Full stop. According to the petitioner, comma, we didn't get the fishery. The fishery was last settled for the financial year colon 2016-2017, that is from 1/7/2016 to 36/2017 by initiating a bidding process. Right. Tender notice dated 5/5/2006. Full stop. The respondent panchayat authorities have not settled the said fishery by any kind of tender process since the financial year, panchayat financial year 2016-2017. Full stop. The petitioner has alleged that the respondent panchayat authorities have been settling the fishery in favor of the respondent 7 directly. Full stop. In the instant writ petition since then, since the panchayat financial year 2016-2017. Full stop. In this writ petition, the petitioner has assailed an order of settlement dated 12/6/2013 within bracket Annex D, whereby the fishery has again been settled in favor of the respondent number 7 for the panchayat financial year 2007-2008 directly, comma, meaning thereby, comma, without any kind of tender process. Full stop. The petitioner has contended that a fishery, small, like Akara Meen Mahal, is required to be settled under the provisions of the Assam Panchayat Act 1994, and as such, comma, the order of settlement dated 12/6/2023 is expressly illegal and arbitrary.
Right.
Issue notice returnable on. Yes, it will be after Puja vacation, Mr. Amit. 30 reopening. As Mr. নতুন কি হয়েছে নতুন হেৰি কি কালাৰ আহিছে নাই আহা এতিয়া কেতিয়ালৈ আছে খুলিব বন্ধ কেতিয়াৰ পৰা 20 তাৰিখৰ পৰা 17 October. 17 October. As Mr. So-and-so appeared accepted notice so-and-so. The petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 6 and the respondent number 7 by registered posting liquidable within 2 working days.
Extra copies.
Extra copies
Yes, sir.
within 2 working days. Having regard to the project made from a In this petition, the standing council Panchayat department shall obtain instruction as regards the matter of settlement of the fishery. On the returnable date shall on or before the returnable date, those of the prayer for interim relief will be considered on the returnable date on the basis of the instructions to be placed by the land standing council.
The meantime, I've submitted a representation to respond number 2 and 3.
No, though two prong attack, no. If you one prong attack, confine to it.
Item number 2.
At this stage, I would like to withdraw this petition, Lordship. I pray for liberty, Lordship, to approach this unoccupied again in the event of any contingency.
Okay, appropriate remedy available to the petitioner under the law. Mr. B. Bora, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that the petitioner wants to withdraw the petition, come on, with the liberty to avail appropriate remedy, available to him. For appropriate remedy available to him, permissible, available to him, permissible under the law. To stop. MS.
M. Kunyak,
M. Huya. You appear for whom?
for the CGC,
CGC.
Lordship.
Okay. I think Mr. S. Bothakur was there.
Lordship,
Actually, he's on legs, Lordship. He's in court number 1.
Okay, Mr. MS.
M. Kunyak.
M. Koniak. Learned Counsel for the respondent number. Appearing for whom?
all right.
No, on the other hand, S. Bothakur, okay.
He appeared for all
Okay.
respondents.
Appearing for has appeared for Mr. S. Bothakur, Learned Counsel for all the respondents. In view of the above submission made by Mr. Bora, Learned Counsel for the petition, the petition is dismissed on withdrawal, reserving the liberty to the petitioner to avail appropriate remedy. Appropriate remedy permissible to him under the law.
Instead of dismissal, close, what maybe.
Is but dismissed on withdrawal, the order of status quo passed earlier shall stands recalled.
All right, sure.
3.
May please. Matter pertaining to non-payment of contractual bill. Inspector
M. Kolita for the petition. Mr. K. Gugoi, Learned Traditional Senior Government Advocate Assam,
So I am
for the respondent number
except 5 Lordship, I'll call other respondents, Lordship.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 6.
6 Lordship.
It is the case of the petitioner that pursuant to a notice inviting tender dated 20/11/2021, the petitioner was awarded a contract work construction of Naga Ali drain within bracket drain entrance slab and walking steps at Nazira Town Ward number 2, length 144.00 meters, unquote, by a formal work order dated 25/2022, full stop, on being awarded at a bid price of rupees 20,82,583, full stop, on being awarded the contract work, he proceeded to execute the same and thereafter, completed the contract work on 30/4/2022, full stop. The respondent number 6, who had awarded the contract work, had also issued a completion certificate on 19/7/2022. After completion of the work, the petitioner submitted a final bill against the contract work for an amount of rupees 20,15,289. When, despite repeated approaches made by the petitioner with the respondent authorities for disbursement of the said amount, the amount has not been released. The petitioner has approached this court by the instant expedition issue notice returnable in 4 weeks, as Mr. Gogoi appeared accepted. Extra copies 2 working days. The petitioners will take steps for service of notice from the respondent number 5 by registered post with AD within 3 working days.
Right.
Item number 4.
This petitioner is a businessman, Malan, and they are agreed.
Hmm?
They,
Petitioner. Who are petitioner?
they are the small businessman, my lord, and the,
Small business.
yes, my
Okay.
lord. And they are one of against the corruption, my lord.
Huh?
Against the corruption of allotment of the shop in the municipality market, Daboka.
Against
Against the corruption of,
correction,
corruption, sorry, my lord.
corruption.
Corruption.
Ah,
My lord, they have,
corruption.
yes, submitted complaint, my
What
lord.
is the prayer here?
Lordship, I pray for, I have submitted.
Decline the action of a respondent in illegal arbitrary so and so more particular to conduct, and it is in the nature of a public interest litigation.
No, my lord, they are also interested to get the allotment of shops, my lord. Lordship, may kindly see page 14 is.
Don't structure your petition in that manner. Here it is directing inquiry. All these are public interest litigation.
Lordship, may kindly see page 14, my lord.
No, considering the nature of prayer, whatever statement you have made inside the petition, that is another thing.
Lordship.
But prayer is direction of the direction to respondent authorities to cause an inquiry,
Lordship,
to take necessary action on the representation. What you wanted?
my lord, Lordship, may kindly-
Representation, inquiry.
yes, page 19, Lordship.
Tell me what you wanted in the representation.
Yes, my lord, inquiry also.
What wanted? Inquiry.
No.
Then it takes the color of public interest litigation, Mr. Counsel.
Lordship, may kindly see,
This is not individual dispute.
my lord, page 19, Lordship.
See the prayer, Mr. Counsel. Page 11.
Lordship. Lordship, I have, but.
Read the prayer. Please read.
Lordship.
Issue rule, fourth line.
Direction, Lordship, shall not be issued declaring the action of the respondent are illegal, arbitrary. And further direction may be issued to the respondent, to the more particular respondent number 3, to conduct an inquiry and thereafter to take necessary action on the representation submitted by the petitioner and others. Matter.
You want inquiry for corruption. This is public interest litigation.
But
Mr. Counsel.
page 19, Lordship.
19 will not do, Mr. The prayer, the manner you have structured the petition.
Lordship.
This is directing inquiry against corruption
Lordship.
and to act according to the representation. In the representation also you wanted inquiry. So ultimately it boils down to a direction of for an inquiry. Against what? LS corruption. So what kind of
But my,
writ petition to today's is for individual grievance?
I have
And
stated.
if you want a corruption to be inquired, then go and file a writ.
Lordship, para 12 of my.
No, para 12 will not do. The nature of relief, ultimately.
I stated the relief.
100 pages may be filled up in the writ petition. But question is, what kind of relief you are seeking? You have structured the writ petition for a direction to cause an inquiry against LA's corruption. Then it takes the color of a PIL, and PIL and individual grievance are different things. It is up to you. I have not found anything.
Lordship,
You have not structured the petition in that manner. Yes, Mr. Gogoi, what kind of, we are not in PIL.
My lord, like rightly,
226 is not PIL.
my lord, rightly pointed out, Lordship, after going to the PR, an environment made also, Lordship, is.
Representation is of for causing inquiry against alleged corruption,
As like as PR, Lordship.
against some authorities.
Lordship.
Why we should entertain this?
But my lord, forwarding letter, Lordship, may kindly see page 19. my lord.
That
So
will not do, Lordship, that will not do, Lordship.
Prayer is
Lordship.
for causing inquiry against alleged corruption. There is no individual grievance. First, one has to be aggrieved individually. Otherwise, there is other option. PIL. We do not entertain PIL. PIL is the province of a division bench.
Lordship.
It is up to you. We don't find anything.
Lordship.
We'll dismiss this.
So I may allow to withdraw filing rationale.
It is up to you. Mr. Ziuddin and counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the petitioners be permitted to withdraw the petition, with the liberty to file afresh. The liberty to approach, no, with the liberty to file afresh. Mr. K. Gogoi, learned additional senior government advocate Assam,
For respondent 4 and 5, Lordship.
for the respondent number 4 and 5 is in attendance. In view of the above submission made by Mr. Ziuddin and counsel for the petitioner, this writ petitions are dismissed on withdrawal with the liberty as paid for.
Item number.
Yes,
In this case, NIT was issued, my lord, for supply of
NIT.
NIT.
But here I have seen the record, my lord, it seems, my lord, the matter pertains to the health department, but without serving any copy to us, my lord. Yes, come on.
Health.
Yes.
Then when is this? Serve a copy.
Yes, I will submit it.
Okay.
Let him also take instruction, my lord.
P. Kotoki for the petitioner. And Mr. B. Ugoi, standing counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department for the respondent number.
My lord, here, yes, 2 and 3, my lord. 1 to 3.
And for 4 also.
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, my lord, it's union.
Director General Health, okay, 1 and 3.
2 and 4
Then you have to also file CGC also.
2 and 4, I have received the copy.
Okay,
Lordship.
Mr. K. Gugoi, Central Government Council for the respondent number 2 and 3.
2 and 4, Lordship.
2 and 4.
Lordship.
Mr. B. Gugoi, standing counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department, submitted that he has not been furnished a copy of the writ petition. First of, Mr. Kotoki shall serve a copy. When counsel for the petition shall serve a copy to Mr. B. Gogoi, standing counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department during the course of the day. So probably is the case on Wednesday.
In the meantime, let him take instruction, my lord, also.
He'll get the copy, he'll definitely take instruction.
Whether that it has not report, it has not uploaded, my lord.
Huh?
Regarding the price beat and everything, nothing was uploaded. We are not aware of what thing about the beats.
That lordship will
Take
examine the
instruction.
data, yes.
Take
That
instruction.
I can have. But well, copy may be served to me today so that I can have.
During the course of the day.
God bless.
6.
Here in this case, the
Your
petitioner
lordship,
is-
standing counsel N.K. Devnath was supposed to appear. He will not be available in the first half. So can you pass over the matter?
First half, second half will be, okay, second half, 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
Doctor is not there. As doctor,
No.
he is also not available.
Item number 7.
I have challenged the acceptance letter, my lord.
Hmm?
I have challenged the acceptance letter.
Acceptance letter.
I will make the party also. And
Which
here
one?
your lordship. That is it, page 91, my lord. The Because my lord, also, in earlier petition, they were not parties, now they have the party and this also my lord has to be taken in the.
Oh, that one.
Yes, my lord. Now your lordship, I will kindly see page 82. First one, page my lord 83, that chapter 12 forms. Page 84, for documents to be submitted with the tender, following documents are required to be submitted along with the tender by the tenderers for consideration of railways. Item number 5, your lordship may kindly see. Certificate to be given by attorney, oblique authorized signatory, oblique it's.
Right, it is the interpretation, right, is it not? We have done the exercise earlier.
Yes, my lord. but my lord,
Attorney, suppose it
Attorney,
is, suppose
yes.
it is a company. Definitely an attorney, but so far as
Power of attorney.
partnership firm is concerned, it has been clearly mentioned, I think. If I remember it correctly,
My lord, yes, my lord, the attorney means power of attorney. And second, my lord, your lordship again, see, my lord, in the form also, page 82. Here also.
that we
the
have
text
seen
form. Yes,
how,
my lord. your
I have
lordship-
observed,
So your lordship may, if your lordship reject, your lordship can.
I have
reject.
also perused, kindly come to 89, you have annexed the earlier one,
Yes, my lord.
paragraph 7. I have expressed my privacy view.
Yes, my lord. 5 years submitted, we have the petition come along with it, bill and it primarily goes to indicate that an extra 5 years submitted by only one partners.
Huh.
But they should, they could.
And
have-
paragraph 6, I have said, what is the,
Because he is the lowest bidder. Now they have given allotted the work to the minor 5%. They have given quoted minor 18% below. 18% below. And they
okay,
could
we
have
can
found-
only examine,
they
we
could
should
have found-
notice in this
Yes,
case
my
at this stage.
lord. In time order necessary, otherwise, my lord, they will proceed with the work, my lord. Let it come on 27, in the meantime, my lord. Lordship may stay in the order.
Why should I stay? If I don't find any privacy case, why should I stay? What is the,
Because, my lord,
I have
this is-
expressed my view already,
But-
and this is only the only consequential act.
Yes, my lord, this. format-
Rejection of your technical bid, I have whole privacy view.
Yes,
that-
Lordship can reject. And because, my lord, as a whole, it has to be read, the tender document. If
But
it's
at this
only
stage,
for
we
that-
are not
only for
inclined.
that, my
We
lord,
can examine the matter and,
96, Page 96, my lord.
so yeah, we can examine the matter, but at this stage, we don't
Okay.
find any privacy case.
As
If
your
you
lordship
insist,
please. As
if
your
you,
lordship please.
if you
I-
insist, then okay, we will hear on the Indian prayer,
Yes, my lord.
so that a definite
Otherwise,
conclusion is made.
Definite conclusion.
Privacy view, I will make.
And tender document submitted specifically mention about attorney. And my lord, the certificate also specifically mention about attorney. And my lord, particular.
Come to that clause, come to that clause. Again, I have to, now have you annexed the tender document?
Tender document.
Ah.
Here, my lord, everything is given. You lordship need this bunch, my lord, the tender document and everything.
Oh, no, we'll not take that. Annexer 5, because we have seen earlier,
And except for my lord. Tender document.
where is that clause? Where from we have recorded that finding, privacy finding?
Oh, that is my lord, at page, my lord, 96.
No, that is privacy
Earlier
finding, but where is the clause?
That is, my lord, not in the tender document, my lord. It, my lord, is a whole, my
Because you know,
lord.
in the
earlier
bid document, because on the earlier, Mr. Gogoi,
My lord,
Bid
particular
document is
portion I
there.
have annexed.
After perusing the lordship, lordship, after perusing the bid document, lordship will come to a conclusion. Lordship.
yes,
Lordship.
what more change has
No, no,
occurred?
nothing is
Yes,
there.
lord, chapter-
Nothing is there.
yes,
Only,
Because my lord.
only lordship, the
Chapter 12. my
LOA,
lord,
LOA
chapter
which
12
was
form.
my lord be kept as a part of the report, that was
Your
silenced.
lordship can reject it, my lord. Chapter 12, page 83 form. That is, my lord, page 84. It is specifically mentioned, my lord, certificates to be given by attorney, oblique authorized signatory, annexure 5A.
MS
5A
Hoikia,
certificate can be given.
MS
Yes, my lord,
Hoikia,
matter of understanding, and my lord,
MS Hoikia, come to come to 88.
page
88,
88.
paragraph 3.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, only
Paragraph
one-
4, your submission.
Yes, ma'am.
What submission today you have made is similar,
Exactly.
was similar what you had made on 1/9/2023.
This
Paragraph
question,
4.
this is,
Bid of the petitioner firm was filed through the power of attorney who had been duly empowered to submit the bid on behalf of both the partners to represent the cause of the petitioner firm. Then Mr. Gogoi, paragraph 5. Who has been asked to obtain the instructions by this court on so and so has produced the bid documents, including Appendix 1 tender notice containing so and so, Annexer 5. Now, paragraph 6. As per clause Roman 11, if the bidder is a partnership firm, then each member of the partnership firm was required to submit so and so. Each member. Clause 11 has further mentioned that non-submission of such certificates will result in summary rejection of the bid. The tenders are asked to identify, state, and submit the supporting document duly attested, digitally signed by which day he was qualifying the qualifying criteria. The same condition is found incorporated, not only one place, two places. In clause A, Roman 6 of the instructions to the tenders in Appendix 3 of the tender document.
whether we can ignore, my lord, whether we can ignore page 82, the 5-year certificate where,
This is only a statement.
and dear my lord.
Explanation is in clause hard MS,
That. Also
hard
my lord,
MS, S and Soikia,
Power of attorney. Here,
Done
this
it.
is- yes, my lord, you also can-
counsel for the petitioner. And Mr.
Lordship, my system me recorded lordship.
Why two counsel for same tender?
Lordship,
Huh?
allotment is to defend.
Huh?
New allotment is in her favor, lordship.
It is ultimately two submissions.
Lordship,
Okay, anyway, MSRDB, Learned Central Government Council for the respondent number 1 to 4. Full stop. The petitioner. In this petition, the petitioner has essayed
It's none.
an imperial order dated 3/8/2023. Within bracket, Annexer 7 issued by the respondent number 4. Annexer 7,
Annexer 13,
page,
page 91, my lord.
no, Annexer 7, what is that Annexer 7?
Annexer 7.
H0, lordship, H0.
Huh?
Page H0.
A0,
80.
A0. It was challenged also earlier.
No, my lord. That, my lord, during pendency, my lord, the imperial order was passed.
Okay,
That, my lord, the 38.
whereby
And they were. not
whereby
party to
the
the
techno-commercial bid of the petitioner submitted against tender number page 80 CE-CON- again লিখে দিব, has been declared to be technically non-suitable on the ground that the petitioner did not submit. One of the partners of the petitioner firm did not submit Annexer Roman 5 capital within bracket
Signed, my lord.
capital A.
Current interpretation will be signed, my lord. Bunda partners has to sign, my lord, not submit.
Page 80. Page
They
80.
have to sign the same form.
Page 80 I have said. मैं Soikia.
Yes, my lord.
Page 80, the ground which they have mentioned, I am dictating only that. I am not recording your submission at this point.
Yes,
So why you are interfering while dictating it?
sorry, ma'am.
There was nothing wrong. I had dictated.
Yes,
Full stop. The petitioner has also challenged the letter of acceptance dated 38/2023 within bracket annexer 13. Page
which one, my lord? 91.
whereby the respondent NF Railway Authorities has issued a letter of acceptance in favor of the respondent number
Five.
5. Full stop. Page 88 আহিব, paragraph 2 to লিখিব। Come to paragraph 3 of page 88. Second line. Petitioner is aggrieved by the communication dated 3/8/2023.
Yes,
Huh?
but my lord, 38, my lord.
Then why you have included the same prayer again?
Because my lord, it is a.
To read petition,
Continuation, my lord. Earlier petition has become infructuous because during the pendency.
the petitioner has earlier
But I have annexed. the
approached
earlier
this
letter.
court by a writ petition. WBC number 4943/2023. Full stop. To challenge the rejection of its petition farm going to its techno commercial bid submitted against tender number so and so again. MS Oikya, learned counsel for the petitioner has referred to. Which page you have referred to? List of document. Which page you have just referred to?
List of documents.
Has referred to the
Couldn't understand.
list of documents submitted with the tender within bracket page 84
Page 80.
of the writ petition. To contend that it was specifically set forth therein that a bidder, a participant bidder had to submit a certificate from its attorney stroke authorized signatory stroke each. Full stop. The petitioner firm being a partnership firm, comma, had authorized one of its partner VIZ, Narayan Gurjar, to submit the bid in response to tender number so and so by way of a general power of attorney dated 14/6/2022. Full stop. As the affidavit. It was an affidavit?
Power of attorney.
As the affidavit on behalf of the petitioner firm in the bid submitted in response to tender number so and so was submitted by the attorney of the petitioner farm, who is also a partner of the petitioner farm, the tendering authority could not have rejected the techno-commercial bid of the petitioner on that ground. First. At this stage, it is apposite to refer to the excerpts, relevant excerpts of the previous, of the order dated 1/9/2023, passed in the writ petition, WPC number 4943/2023. Paragraph 2 पर लिखिए। From the contents of the above order, dated 1/9/2023, passed in WPC number so and so, it appears that the order dated 3/8/2023 has already been assailed in the writ petition WPC number so and so. First off, what has been further challenged in the instant writ petition is a letter of acceptance issued in favor of the respondent number 5, subsequent to rejection of the techno-commercial bid of the petitioner. As the respondent number 5 has purportedly emerged as the successful bidder in the tender process initiated for tender number so and so. Matter would require further examination. Issue notice. Or returnable on.
Under cases section 27.
But now here is a respondent number 5.
5, my lord, care of my lord, will serve the copy to them, my lord.
There is a clear case address. Returnable on
They're from Bhubaneswar.
70. It is for 20. 13. 16. 16. As MS so and so has appeared, except no formal note, please. Extra copy, you need 2 working days. The petitioner shall take steps for service of notice after the respondent number 5. Registered
As well as
post-it
next service.
full stop. In addition, the petitioner, as prayed for, the petitioner is additionally permitted to take justice service, so and so, compliance affidavit.
The intent
Permitted.
is rejected, my lord, if your lordship specifically said. Intent, my lord, they will proceed, my lord, no, for the work. Then, my lord, even if I own the case also.
What new we have, because
it will
we
be
have
access.
given enough time, what new we have submitted now?
That, my lord, chapter 7. my lord,
This
chapter
is
7.
barred by res judicata actually.
Yes. No, my lord, because I have.
I am not expressing anything.
Earlier, they were not party and the.
Okay, that is a new thing, but your rejection has remained. You have become an
84.
ineligible bidder.
And. My lord, they could have, my lord, the railway officer also telling me, my lord, they could have call and take the signature. Only for one signature, 18.
See the tender jurisprudence, we are examining, we are sitting in power of judicial review in matter of tenders.
Yes, ma'am.
They may have,
Only for.
we
one
are
signature.
examining whether their approach is correct or not.
They are 10% below the tender given.
We are not here to decide all this. We are on judicial review only.
Was telling about, everybody was telling about public money. Now, my lord, public money is involved, no, my lord.
Public money is involved, but the question is price is not the only thing.
Only for one signature, my lord. That's
That
it.
we do not
That
know.
is Method of interpretation.
When it is clearly laid down in the
Obliged.
tender process.
Anyway, my lord, it's a matter of interpretation only.
Yes, yes.
Item number 8.
May it please the lordship here and agreed by the order passed by the Assistant Labour Commissioner, which is at annexure 15 page,
Annexure,
annexure 15 page 52. I'll just give lordship. a
page,
gist.
page
52.
52.
Lordship, I'll just give a gist of the case. What had happened after ITC had taken over Wimco.
That one, Lordship. That one, WBC 4965, Lordship. Manmohan
Okay,
Hussain.
okay, yes, there was another one, yes.
Lordship, but mine is I think a little different. They came.
Different, it is different, but
Source is same.
same.
Source is.
Source is same. So what had happened, Wimco had, IG had taken, ITC had taken over Wimco in the matchmaking factory, which was MCO before lordship. And thereafter, upon taking over, Wimco had appointed certain temporary security guards. There were 11 in number. We took over and then we had engaged one Omega Security Agency to look after the security of the property. At that point of time, the factory was not functioning, so because closed due to the Supreme Court order. Thereafter, we offered the securities employed by the Wimco to take employment in the new security agency which we had appointed. Out of 11, 10 accepted and they were absorbed in this new agency. This person did not accept. So in despite request, we ultimately we had no other option but to terminate him in December 1996. Then what happened, lordship, was that he filed applications, number of applications he filed before the Assistant Labour Commissioner. Then a conciliation proceeding took place, which ended with the conciliation.
Let us see conciliation proceeding.
Yes, lordship, as conciliation is an annexure.
Short, precise.
It's 13, annexure 5. Annexure 5, page 29. Annexure 5, page 29.
Further discussion, both parties have arrived in agreement of following terms and conditions. Area salaries, wages of Manwar Hussain will be paid to him by the management of ITC within a month.
Yes,
13 to 2017.
yes. That was
Area salaries of Manwar will be paid to him in full at a time and mode of payment will be by check.
Check.
Yes.
so thereafter, lots of number of times we sent in the area salaries by registered post, even through the ANC, but he refused to accept for reasons best known to him. Thereafter, he filed an application under section 33C of the Industrial Disputes Act
What does Industrial Disputes Act 33C?
for non-payment of salary, lordship. 33 of
Oh, it pays
33,
33
33C.
in reference to the,
Money
I'd
due
like
to
to
the
state that. I'm learning level also. I have to go
33C,
slowly.
lordship, recovery of money due from
Anwar Hussain, Amra Security Guard. Page 33 has filed a complaint to this
35.
office.
35,
No, page 33 is there later.
33.
Let us read the contents.
Yes,
Then I can understand.
yes, definitely.
Alleging interest that you have not been paying his monthly salary since January till date. And as a result, an amount has accumulated
That is
as area of his monthly payment. It is also alleged by him in his complaint that conciliation was affected between you as an authority and Mr. Manwar Hussain, wherein it was agreed that arrears salaries are more to be paid to him by the management of in 1 month, but the management has not paid the salaries to him till date and have violated the terms and conditions of the agreement.
personal debt too, we will issue the notice.
No, yes, 1 minute. So it was page 31. Conciliation proceeding
ended.
ended.
Yes.
It was area salaries, right?
Arrears set.
Up to what period?
Because he was terminated in December, so up to December. So Lordship, afterwards, Lordship will find the determination. Lordship will find the determination at page 33.
Page 33, he has gone ahead.
No, page 33.
He
is a
has
letter
gone
from the-
ahead. This assistant labor commissioner
Yes,
has gone ahead because it was on 13/2/2017.
right, Lordship. No,
So it was area salaries only, not
Yes.
current salaries.
no area salary, because he's not employed anymore.
Anyway, that's all disputed. So he had gone till August 2018. Yes,
No,
he started calculating till August 2018.
Second paragraph, Lordship.
second paragraph.
Second paragraph.
Second paragraph. What?
Lordship.
Consider they has not paid since January till August.
Right, that
And
is what,
thereafter, I am directed to.
because 31 says area salaries wages
Yes.
And
within 1 month.
Within 1 month.
Now he has added
Up
more.
to- Up to August 2018,
18.
Lordship.
Up to August.
And current salary also, Lordship.
Yes.
And then Lordship will
Then what happened?
direct you to pay arrear monthly salary to this amounting to this. 2 lakh something, 33,000.
Yes.
That's what you had to pay. That was the balance. Then Lordship will come. That he writes a notice to us. On 31st October 2019. And we have been asked to call for a meeting.
Ensure desires to hold a discussion to dispose of a complaint schedule on, okay.
Then Lordship will come. Next, Lordship, I find a detailed reply to the Assistant Labor Commissioner, where I said at page 40, Lordship will find in 2022. This was going on, Lordship, here we were making it.
I mean, nullity will be careful.
Page annex
Yeah.
10, page 40.
After this conciliation order,
Yes, Lordship.
page 31, what did you do from your side?
Lordship, that is explained in, we have taken number of steps. We had sent him the money.
Let us see what kind of tangible steps you have taken.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, tangible steps. I have explained what are the steps which I have taken. Page 40, paragraph 3, Lordship says.
Page 40, paragraph 3.
Then I read proceedings by.
Oh, these are all legal points.
Then the undersigned took several steps to disperse the same to said Muhammad Hussain.
Which part you are reading?
Paragraph 3 in the middle.
Middle.
Yes.
Ah,
The
yes.
undersigned took several steps to disperse the same to said Manohar Hussain, but the same as well by post as well as to your honor, which were refused at every occasion. On 26, 2022.
Oh, these are
Number-
delayed action.
No, Lordship, we had paid this.
2/6, 2020.
No, Lordship will find even Manohar Hussain admits that we have paid. Lordship will find at page 38, that is the annexure of Manohar Hussain, which is a representation government. He writes,
Amount due under the settlement of has not been paid any wages in February. The amount of the
Lordship will look at paragraph. At paragraph 10, he writes that he has received. This is what is due, he has says, and at paragraph 5, he writes, Lordship. The ITC Dhubri at page 37, with an ulterior motive sent the petitioner a letter dated this under caption order of retrenchment dated this along with 2 demand drafts of rupees 1 lakh something and 2 lakh and 1 lakh 34,000 and his arrear salary and retrenchment compensation respectively, so to compel the petitioner to accept the retrenchment compensation against him. And then he refused that. Thereafter,
Come to page 36, paragraph 4.
paragraph 4, that sir, this made the petitioner ITC Dhubri indulge in misleading delay of payment of area wages to the petitioner as per terms of the proceedings dated this. ITC Dhubri sent the petitioner a letter dated 31/3/18 under caption this, along with demand draft of this, 2 lakh this, as area petitioner's area, monthly area wages and retrenchment compensations, etc. So as
So that was within 1 month perhaps.
within 1 month, but
Yes,
he's been refusing consistently.
1 month or whatever, 1 month.
Yes,
1 month.
1 month, Lordship. On 31/3.
What is 33C?
And Lordship, no, Lordship, and paragraph 41, page 41, Lordship will find paragraph 6. Where I explained to the Assistant Labour Commissioner,
Is paragraph 6.
paragraph 6, that I have explained that the Manohar Hussain was given ample opportunity to enroll himself on Omega Services Solutions and continued his service with the new set of rules and norms, like his other colleagues. But all efforts of the undersigned were proved futile. Seeing no option, the company had retrenched him with effect from 31/5/2007, and he has been asked to collect his dues of retrenchment by demand of this. So this is what is going on 26/5 again, 2017. Consistently, we have been giving. But that is,
Legal complaint, settlement, etc.
then at page 43 also, I give details of what I have done. Page 43. I give details of what I have done. Proof of the first refusal of Manohar, A, B, C, D, E. All these refusals I have accepted. I have the next. Right.
And whether the procedure followed is correct or not.
Now, Lordship, that is the most important part. Now what happens?
Recovery of money due from an employer, 33C.
33.
So any money
but
is
no
due
notice was passed on that.
to a workman from an employer under a settlement or an award or under the provisions of so and so, the workman himself or any other person authorized by him in writing in his behalf or in the case of a payment of wages expenses. In the case of so and so, he will sign without prejudice to make an application to the appropriate government for a recovery of money due to him, and if the appropriate government is satisfied, the money is issue certificate for that amount to the collector, who shall proceed to recover the same in the manner as an area of land revenue, provided that every such provided fire will be entered in after the period of the appropriate government is satisfied. So when it works to me, that will receive from the employer. Even individual is capable of committing an evaluation, I just as to the amount of money due.
Now, Lordship will come, what I am agreed by. Lordship, this was going on, which is normal course, which goes on. And
Now, what is this page 45?
Lordship will come to page 45.
This is
That
under,
This is what I am agreed with. Now, what happens? Mano, he, again, the ACL sends me ALC sends me a letter on, I had replied, why have you not paid? I had replied to him. Or giving all my details, my reply is at page 40. Then
one minute, what is page, section 15(3)?
Lordship, I'll just come to that. If I can just take your Lordship to this first. 15(3) is Lordship, how the penalties we calculate. Now, Lordship will just come to page 44, paragraph 11, annex 11. Now, I had replied to what the Assistant Labour Commissioner had asked me, why have you not paid? Then he writes a letter to me. The compliance report dated 7/5/2022, submitted by you, finds no satisfaction which is liable to be rejected, and whatever you are hereby once again directed to pay the due to the up-to-date due, earn monthly wages to the workman Shri Manohar Hussain, an unarmed security of Wimpro Limited, Dhubri, now ITC, complying the settlement through conciliation proceeding arrived at 13/2/2017. This 17, within 15 days from date of receipt of this notice, failing which necessary legal action will legal proceeding shall be drawn up against you in appropriate court of law for violation of section 18(1) of the Industrial Disputes Act under the provisions of section 29 of the Act, together with the due delayed earned wages payable to the workmen, will be recovered with the statutory compensation and penalty by filing application before the court of authority appointed under the Payment of Wages Act under section 15(3). This is the notice he gives. Thereafter,
Legal proceedings shall be drawn in the appropriate court of law for violation of 18(1). 1 minute, 1 minute. Well, I'm very new.
yes, Ashok. No, this
A
is,
settlement arrived at by the agreement in the course of shall be binding, okay. Subject to the provisions of one and everything else shall be binding on the party. That's in the course of conciliation proceeding. An arbitration or notification issued whenever the shall be binding. Or what is someone reviewing the.
now Lordship, what happens? Assistant Labor Commission rejects. And Lordship, on this. case-
Now, page 44, he says, as per, I think, 18(1),
Yes.
this conciliation
It's binding.
order is binding.
Binding on. I don't know.
So, and you are liable to be proceeded with under section 29.
29.
Together with due delayed earned wages payable will be recovered from the with the statutory commission and penalty by filing
Under
application before the so before the court of the authority appointed under Payment of Wages Act under section 15(3).
3 of the same.
Right. Then what happened?
Then what happened, Lordship, this is what happens. Now the Assistant Labor Commissioner, Lordship will find at page 45, he files an application under section 15(3). He himself, against me, in his personal capacity, he files. Lordship, this becomes very interesting. The application is the Assistant Labor Commissioner in charge of the labor inspector Dhubri with the local jurisdiction of Dhubri district as defined under section 2(1) of the Payment of Wages Act. The Wimco Dhubri, presently managed by ITC authority, representative as a factory as defined under section 2(1)(b) of the Payment of Wages Act, and Shri Amitendra Mohan Datta, being the manager of the factory, is the employer within the meaning of section 2(1). This the Manohar Hussain is an employed person as defined under section 2(1)(a) of the Payment of Wages Act. The employer of the Wimco Limited ITC willfully failed to make payment due monthly earned wages as defined under section 2(1) of the Payment of Wages Act 1936, as per the provisions of Section 3A of the Payment of Wages Act 1936 with effect from 1/6/2016 to 31/5/2022. Now he brings 31/5, totaling to rupees 8,29,000 only to the employed person as defined under Section 2(1)A of the Payment of Wages Act. The authority under the Payment of Wages Act 1936 2B may kindly be realized the total amount of delayed due monthly burnt wages of rupees 8,29,000 and odd, along with 10 times the penalty, which comes to 82,95,330 only as delayed payment of due monthly earned wages payable to the employed person, and compensation of rupees 3,000 only totaling to 82,98,333 or only being issuing necessary direction under the provisions of Section 53 of the Payment of Wages Act. Condonation. The authority under the Payment of Wages Act may kindly be condoned the abnormal bar time of the case which occurred due to the negligence of the Wimco Limited, who has committed to implement settlement arrived at through the conciliation proceeding held on 13/2/2017, time and again, but willfully failed to implement the same till date. Further, the action taken on the matter by this office could not be able to advance at the time due to the natural calamity of COVID-19. Hence, part time may be time legally justified for condonation. Now he makes an application to himself under Section 50. And then he issues me a notice. The Assistant Labour Commissioner, again, he issues me a notice, which is signed authority under the Payment of Wages Act. Because the Assistant Labour Commissioner of Dhubri has been appointed as the authority under the Payment of Wages Act by the state government. So he issues the same under notice to me. Now, Lordship, thereafter, Lordship, I reply, give a detailed reply stating what has happened, what is what, stating that he has been retrenched and that he was asked to join somewhere else. He refused to join. He has not been working. Then Lordship, he passes the impugned order, which is at page 52. Annex 15, page 52. Short order, Lordship. For use, the application dated to 2nd July 2022, filed by the applicant, which is stated that the opposite party willfully failed to make payment of monthly earned wages with effect from this to this, totaling to 8,29,000 to the employed person, violating the provisions of Section 3A of the Payment of Wages Act. And even the opposite party also deliberately failed to implement the settlement arrived at.
Okay, now under 15(1), subsection 1, subsection 2, and subsection 3.
Yeah.
Now we are concerned with 15(1), those are authorities, right?
Right.
Appropriate government by notification, the official gazette. A, B, C. Now 15(2), come to 15(2).
Yes, Lordship.
Where contrary to the provisions of this act,
Yes, Lordship.
any deduction has been made from the wages of an employed person, we are not concerned with that.
Yeah.
Or any payment of wages has been delayed, it may come under it.
Me,
Such person himself, meaning thereby
the work.
Manwar Hussain, or any legal practitioner, or any official of a registered trade union authorized in writing to act on his behalf, or any inspector,
Yes,
any inspector under this act,
yes,
or any other person. So here we are concerned with inspector,
yes.
right?
Yes,
With the permission of the authority appointed under subsection 1. So if the inspector files an application,
With the permission of the.
authority, otherwise he is also an assistant labor commissioner.
No, Lordship.
He is assistant labor commissioner also. See his statement. See his statement in paragraph, page 45. First line.
In charge.
MK Das, he is writing himself as assistant labor commissioner,
Yes.
right? That the applicant is the assistant labor commissioner in charge of the labor inspector.
Yes.
So
He is
he is
both.
basically assistant labor commissioner. He is holding the charge of labor inspector also.
Right.
So meaning that he is the inspector,
And he's
holding
the-
a charge,
And he's the authority.
right? So in that case, he is one and the same labor inspector as well as the assistant labor commissioner.
Yes.
Otherwise, he is an authority
Yes.
under clause C,
He's an authority.
subsection 1, C.
See,
He is otherwise an authority
yes,
to decide. Now here is a question, prosecutor as well as the judge.
judge.
That is your case.
That is my case. And my-
Yes, Mr. Gogo, at least the prima facie case, first
It was, and also the calculation.
calculation were not at this moment.
Lordship,
Yes, he makes the application
application
himself.
Before going to that, Lordship, just I have.
Tell
pointed one-
me, he pays 45.
Lordship,
Firstly, fundamental principles of justice delivery, at
Yes.
least,
Lordship,
that pays 45, the applicant is assistant labor commissioner.
Lordship,
I don't know whether he is in charge assistant labor commissioner or in charge inspector.
Lordship,
Anyway,
Lordship,
in charge of labor inspector Dhubri.
Lordship,
Okay,
Lordship,
so from here we can understand privacy that he is the inspector.
Lordship,
So he makes the application, the applicant. As a labor inspector in charge,
Lordship.
see the case title, see
Yes.
MK Das versus so and so.
That can.
He is the applicant
That part.
as
I
a
have-
labor in charge.
That part I have also indicated in the earlier case also.
No,
Lordship.
Let us see.
Lordship,
So he is the applicant,
Lordship,
apparently.
Lordship.
Then he decides the case himself.
That cannot be, that part I have already indicated to Lordship.
So he could have
Lordship,
approached B,
Lordship,
subsection 1B, any officer of the central government exercising function as regional labor commissioner. Somebody else.
that part I have indicated, Lordship. Before that, I have to indicate in the.
No, the orders are so
Lordship, Lordship,
haphazard kind of orders.
Lordship.
One has to apply his mind to extract the meaning.
Lordship.
This order, he is prosecutor as well as,
Lordship. That part I have actually, otherwise also, just I have indicated in this petition, Lordship. In this petition, Lordship, the affidavit part, we have not given, Lordship. Whether we have shown the affidavit, it is not known to us. Otherwise also.
which
Lordship,
affidavit?
in the writ petition, Lordship,
Ah.
affidavit, who has shown the affidavit is not given to us, Lordship. Otherwise, also there is no resolution on the company's side, Lordship, to file this writ petition, Lordship. There should be a resolution, Lordship, to institute this particular suit or writ petition, Lordship. Board of that part is not there. I have just raised this technical issues, Lordship. Otherwise, it will be a.
Ebolina.
But there is a no resolution of the company's board of directors regarding dispute of that particular petition to WBC. It should be necessary to file on behalf of the company. There should be a resolution.
I
Lordship.
filed resolution. I have the resolution.
There should be a resolution. Lordship. It should be annexed in the writ petition. Lordship. Before
filed
Lordship, before my lord entertained this petition, Lordship, there should be a resolution from the company's side that he or she should be filed this writ petition.
Statement is there,
Statement is there, but resolution is necessary. As per
Lordship, we never filed.
as per which?
As per Lordship, the State Bank of Travancore, the judgment, Lordship, which is delivered by the apex court, there should be a resolution, Lordship.
We have.
No, if it is authorized,
Authorized also, then
Signatory.
if it is the company, Lordship, there should be a resolution.
no, every time, so many litigation one faces.
But Lordship,
Why a company of, say, of this stature faces so many litigation? I know that there has to be a general power of attorney. That this man will represent us for this time. There has to be, no nothing,
Just I'm indicating yes because of that.
there is nothing as such that one particular resolution is to be passed for every litigation, individual litigation. There is no such. What does Travancore says?
I'm not saying that lordship.
Tell me, I don't know about Travancore.
Lordship, sir,
So-
already-
No, please, I don't know.
Travancore says that lordship, if a suit or a petition is instituted on behalf of the company, there should be a resolution lordship on behalf of the board of directors of the company to represent.
Mr. Gogoi, you expect a company of this nature that has to be a board of directors who have, maybe somebody is staying in US or somebody is staying in Europe. Do you think that is the necessity? Tell me.
Lordship, I am on the.
I am quite new to this
I am on the-
concept. No, I am quite new to this concept.
I am on the basis of the honorable apex court judgment.
Let us
Otherwise,
see
lordship,
what is the citation, tell me.
that citation lordship 2011 SCC 524.
Let us see.
Lordship, 2011.
Lordship, I have the power of attorney.
So for every litigation, there has to be resolution.
Lordship.
Is it so?
I think that's the case
Yes.
of suits.
No, I have come across this. Let me,
That is a suit lordship in respect of suit lordship. But it says that the principle is that lordship, there should be a company resolution lordship.
so authorize signatory or authorize
Lordship,
a general power of attorney by which a person has been
lordship.
authorized to represent the company for every litigation. Right? Then go through associated SCC,
Lordship.
associated cement.
Now here I am indicating as because lordship, there is no affidavit, that's why I am indicating that part lordship.
That is not an illegality, maybe a curable illegality. At best,
I am
at
indicating,
best, it is a curable.
I am not.
Go
saying-
through SCC cement also 1993, 8 SCC. So
That's
tell me
why-
the other part.
That's why I am indicating.
No,
lordship.
no, but for page one missing.
That's why I am indicating.
Seven
Other
good,
part,
I
lordship, the regarding that labor commissioner, I have also indicated the very first petition also, lordship, it cannot be lordship. He himself cannot decide the case lordship by applicant lordship. That part I have already indicated.
And what is the exact proposition of law? Suppose he, inspector makes an application.
Then then it goes to the authority appointed. Now, in this case, the assistant labor commissioner is the authority appointed under the act. To decide,
But if he is in charge, he is the applicant, then what will happen?
then lordship, he cannot take it up. He cannot be a judge of his own case. And lordship will find, even he condones the delay. And lordship will find even the calculation.
Heart, MSM Hajorika. Which part you are challenging?
Lordship, I am challenging this order, the include order and the.
Page. Annexer 15.
Annexer 15, page
Annexer 15, page
52.
52. Heart, MSM Hajorika, learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr. D. Khan. And Mr. K. Gogoi, learned additional senior government advocate. So, sorry, central government counsel, right?
Lordship, now here as a additional senior government advocate, lordship.
Huh?
Central is not a party here, lordship. I am representing as one of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, lordship.
Additional senior government advocate Assam for the respond number 1, 2, and 3. Full stop. The petitioner is aggrieved by the order dated 15/7/2022 passed by the respond number 3. Rendering whereby the respond number 3 has rendered a decision in an application titled 52, Sri M.K. Das, Assistant Labor Commissioner, in charge of Labor Inspector, Thubri versus Sri Amarendra Mohan Datta, page 52. From The MS Hazarika Lawrence Senior Counsel for the petitioner has referred to an application dated 2/7/2022 within bracket Annexer 12 and the order dated 15/7/2022 Annexer 5 to contain that the Assistant Labor Commissioner as the himself as the in charge labor inspector was the applicant submitted purportedly under section 15 within bracket 3 of the Payment of Wages Act 1936. Full stop. It is contended that it is a case where the applicant himself has rendered the decision in the order dated 15/7/2022, whereby a direction has been made to the authorized representative of the petitioner company to deposit an amount of rupees 82,98,330 towards delayed earned wages and others within a period of 15 days from the date of receipt of the said order, with the further provision that in default, a certificate would be issued to the Bakijai officer for realization of the entire amount. Found payable to the respond number 4. Full stop. MS Hazarika has further contended that the genesis of the application dated 2/7/22 was a decision was settlement arrived at a conciliation proceedings held on arrived at on 13/2/2017 within bracket Annexer 5. Full stop. As per the settlement, the petitioner company was to pay arrear salary / wages within bracket page 31 subject to increments and other benefits as admissible bracket close to the respondent number 4. Within a month therefrom. Full stop. It is submitted that the petitioner company had forwarded a demand draft for a sum of rupees 2,23,623 to the respondent number 4 by letter dated 31/3/2017, and the said fact has also been admitted by the respondent number 4 in the application submitted by him before the Labor Welfare Department on 14/12/2021, seeking initiation of proceedings under Section 33C of the Industrial Disputes Act 1947. Full stop. It is thus contended that here the applicant himself decided the matter which, and it does clearly suffers from the element of biasness. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. As Mr. So-and-so has appeared, accepted no formal notice, the petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 4. Full stop. Having regard to the projections made and perusal of the materials, comma, it is provided that till the returnable date, comma, the impugn order dated 15/7/2000, 2022, Annex 15, and all other consequential proceedings shall remain state. All consequential.
May also take the matter with the.
Issue notice, let us,
Lost.
let it come,
Lost.
then that matter will be taken.
Lost.
You note down the number.
Lost, I have the number. Lost.
Item number 9.
My lord, the petitioner is a businessman, my lord. He opted, my lord, to contact for supply of sand for the project of money construction of children's school at military station, Jorhat. Accordingly.
You are a contractor or
Yes,
you are a contractor?
yes.
You got a contract.
I am only for the, my lord, supply of sand. Accordingly, my lord, with the annexer 1, I have submitted the mining plan. That plan was, my lord, approved by a certificate. That is, my lord, page 20, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Gugoi, you
Yes,
want to take instruction or
Yes, sir.
we should issue notice?
Let it come on Friday. I'll take the instruction on it. Shortly.
Monday or Wednesday? Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, Your Lordship.
Let him take instruction because the issuance of notice will take time.
Yes,
Yes,
Your
my
Lordship.
lord.
By the time mining permit will expire,
Yes, Your Lordship.
I have
Shortly.
completed
Shortly.
all the formalities.
infractious.
I have completed all the formalities.
Okay.
Only, my lord,
Hire Mr. K.C. Roy, learned counsel for the petition, and Mr. R.R. Gugoi, learned standing counsels,
Wednesday.
Environment and Forest Department for the respond number 1 to 3, and Mr. K. Goyal and the additional senior government advocate Assam for the respond number 4. To stop Mr. R.R. Gugoi,
Yes,
because
sir.
2 Gugois are here. Mr. Gugoi, that standing counsel, Environment and Forest Department, has sought for listing of the case next Wednesday, 27/9/2023, in order to enable him to obtain instructions in the matter. Full stop. List the case accordingly.
All right.
All right.
10.
Yes.
It's not where my commercial tractor. My number was seized on 28/6/2022.
Seized.
Yes,
Seized. Where is that seizure?
my lord, page 19. Alleging, my lord,
Okay, seizing officer, he is deputy ranger. Okay,
my lord, alleging transportation of only 6 pieces of Gamari plant,
okay,
while whose worth of rupees 470.
whatever.
Now, even after lapse of more than 1 year,
Huh?
no, even after lapse of more than 1 year from the date of seizure, no confiscating proceeding has been initiated. Though the respondent number 3 divisional forest officer. My lord, you also find page, my lord, 22.
Page 19 I have seen. Yes, seizure, then
Page 19, page 20, my lord, that is lot statement regarding selling of the seized articles on public auction. It was a fine government royalties for 470, 6 pieces Gamari plank.
Are you claiming this timber?
No, my lord, I will claim my tractor, my lord.
Well, 1 minute. You are not claiming timber.
My lord.
Okay. Yes. Then what happened?
Then, my lord, page 21, respond number 4, my lord, respond number 5.
Submission of unclaimed timber. Okay, he has informed.
Yes, inform my lord.
28 June, this is 30.
Yeah, my lord. Then you know,
Normal.
page 22, my lord, 6/7/2022. Respond number 4, my lord.
Start the confiscation proceeding.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, normal.
Yes, my lord. Not yet, my lord,
Okay.
initiated. There are legal notice sent by the petitioner to the my lord, respond number 5.
So you have started from one. This notice, page 22 is 6/7.
6/7.
So you have started sending legal notice from 4/7 onwards. Okay,
Then, my lord, put up.
then who is this again? 22 Annexa F.
Next
Page
item,
22 is again legal notice.
yes, my lord.
Okay,
Then, my lord, I also
then again
submitted reply on 25, page 25,
4/8. Okay.
4/8, my lord.
Hmm.
Then, my
Then
lord, this is
26
26, this is a letter issued by the Division Forest,
intimation.
informing that my lord, Lana Sessions is difficult regarding initiation of my lord confiscating process.
Then general information for all concerned that stuff so and so, page 27.
Yes, my lord, page 27, then,
Once the seize is liable to be confiscated, the claimant of the tractor is hereby called upon to produce legality and proof of ownership of the seized tractor within 1 month from the issue of so and so.
because there's
And the
letter,
claimant should also explain as to why seized tractor should not be confiscated. Yes, what did you do?
no, that letter not yet served upon me till date. Notice regarding the illegal detention of my lord. That is the Division Forest Officer. Regarding illegal detention of the vehicle to the my lord, Division Forest Officer.
So
This is a letter informed.
come to page 23 and 24. Where is that evidence that you have sent it or served it? 23, 24,
23, 24.
23, 24
Yes,
or 25. Some signature, but there is no postal receipt. 23, 24, 25.
page 25.
Okay, we'll ignore that.
The office of the respond number 4 received the said letter, body of the itself. These are-
Or there is some signature,
Yes, my lord.
not seal and signature. 26, 27. Reference to the honor to inform the tractor being so and so loaded with so and so, but no accused was arrested. So in the absence of any tangible evidence that this 23, 24, 25
You also can-
are not there, then what is the procedure? What is the procedure?
Well, can you page 29, my lord?
20.
Okay, 29. I am to director to inform the tractor so and so, the vehicle has been seized for committing so and so, so and so, so and so. So and so. Yes, inform.
Yes.
Then
In fact, page 28.
Page 28. Is not recording. Page 28. Second paragraph.
confiscated against the vehicle number so and intimated the so and so. Issue claimant notice. Right, so and so in this connection, one claim petition received from Sahabuddin, 4/8. Failed to furnish. Yes, come to page 28.
Yes, my lord.
Failed to furnish any vehicle document along with his petition. Furnish document to initiate confiscation proceeding. Confiscation proceeding, page 28. second para, last line.
Yes, my lord.
Then this perhaps
But it
is
has been-
another, this perhaps page 29
My lord,
is another letter.
we have submitted all the documents, my lord.
Where have you annexed? Let us see the hair also. Let us have the, let us satisfy our eyes also. Let us satisfy why you are not participating in the confiscation proceeding.
My lord, fulfill not yet any case registered against me, my lord, when I approach the London Session Judge, London Session.
What session, yes. Whether it's confiscation proceeding, is it a criminal proceeding?
They have to register a case against me, my lord. We participate, and my lord, this letter.
Tell me my query. I am asking a query.
My lord.
Confiscation proceeding
Yeah,
is a criminal proceeding.
No, no, my lord, it's initiated by Forest Department.
So why it is required
Yes, my lord.
to register something?
If they found my lord, I am my lord, involved in the.
You have been
commission of the
noticed.
litigation.
You have been noticed.
Yes,
Why you are not participating?
my lord, because this notice not yet served upon me as of now.
So why you are coming
My lord, because my commercial.
without approaching the 25,000 cost? Why without you have the access of this document, right? Is it not? Page 29, you have annexed it as part of writ petition.
Yes, my lord.
So confiscation proceeding was validly initiated, apparently. Right? Then why did not you participate before the statutory authority? Why you have come here?
On each and every occasion. I am,
Because
my lord,
it is seen page 28 that you have received it on 4/8/2022.
My lord, each and every, I am approaching the, it is the only my source of livelihood. Why I will not explain the conflict proceeding, my lord?
Then why you are not before this court also, at least the registration certificate also of your vehicle?
It is annexed, my lord. Annex are there, my lord. RC, my lord, reference RC.
Okay, then why don't you go there? Why you are? We can only direct. If you are not participating on your own, that is a different thing that it will.
I gave opening instruction. If the same.
Where your statement that you have been approaching repeatedly. Let us see.
Representation notified,
No representation, no. Tell me, where is the statement that you have been
and we have
approaching?
sent a legal notice. We have also informed the principal.
That we do not know. So legal notice is different thing, Mr. Ahmed. See page 28. In this connection, one claim petition received from Sahabuddin on 4/8/2022.
Yes,
They have acknowledged
yes, my lord.
that they had received your 4/8/2022, right? But the petition has failed to furnish any vehicle document along with the petition. Anyway, the petitioner has been directed to furnish vehicle documents to initiate confiscate proceeding. Then this notice you have annexed, meaning thereby you have received it, page 29. So what is the steps that should have been taken by you?
Yes, I need to be, my lord, appear before the, my lord.
So
To initiate
where
the-
is that?
My,
Where is that?
my lord, they said they need to be informed, my lord.
Where is
On
that?
which date, on what, at what time, I need to be appearing for the concerned authority to face the conflict.
So you need time.
My lord,
You need time and date.
my lord, if the, my lord, initial conflict is proceeding. my lord, I
Okay, we are
appear.
fixing the date. Day after tomorrow you appear.
Yes, my any day I'm ready to appear, any day.
That's all.
If you want to say tomorrow.
Your only grievance is that you have not been involved the exact date and exact time for appearing before the authority who is initiated a proceeding for confiscation.
Yes, my lord.
Only grievance is that.
No, this is also one of the ground, my lord. Apart from that, for last 1 year, my only source of livelihood. lying
You
in the
have,
office of
when
the
did you
authority.
receive this, Mr. Ahmed? Page 29. When did you receive it? Show me the received it. 50 will be, 25 will be increased to 50. Show me the received it.
This about
At the drop of a hat, you are coming to this court.
2022 letter, my lord.
29, page 29 letter.
Page 29.
And you approached earlier,
It is received by the Engage Council, it's a Taluk.
page 30, you have received, Mr. Ahmed, you received the court earlier.
Yes,
Yet without a petitioner liberty to approach jurisdictional court. What jurisdictional court?
I don't learn it,
You are Mr. Ahmed, FK Ahmed, 30,
I appeared.
and what is alternative remedy?
Then my lord, Lanet, my
Ah,
lord, I appeared to Honorable Court, Lanet, my lord.
Two alternative remedies
Huh?
there. Under section 14 and two alternative remedies there. He can file a review petition or he can file an appeal before the
Appeal.
session judge, my lord. The 14
Not
and C is
session.
the appeal.
Not session judge,
It is session.
not session judge, district judge.
District judge. Yes, sir.
Not-
District judge. This is the 49 C appeal provision, 49 B review petition. He
lord-
has not filed that one also, my lord.
During the earlier. my
He has
lord,
not filed that petition also.
Clear round of litigation. One I approached my lord as per the instruction by Honorable Court. The Lanet CGM saying that we don't have any jurisdiction. Then we approach the Lanet Session Judge. Lanet Session Judge,
Mister, that is why I have said, I have corrected Mr. Sutia,
49
and don't say session judge, district judge.
Fine.
That means district judge, he exercise another jurisdiction. As a session judge, he exercise another jurisdiction. And district judge may exercise some supervisory jurisdiction under CGM. Now, when nothing is before the CGM,
yes, ma'am.
so why have not you approached the confiscating authority?
At least my lord.
Then, or otherwise, why you have not filed any appeal before the district judge? Why you have repeatedly come before this court and by filing writ petition?
My lord, we are.
There are two authorities statutorily empowered to deal with your grievances.
My lord,
We'll pass a detailed order,
my lord,
25,000.
my lord, that-
We'll come back. Will the council? Nowadays, everything is live streamed. What plea will be taken? Order is passed in my absence.
Is 32 his application, my lord, before the session judge, not before the district judge. And that is under 451 and CRPC. That is the matter. So,
It should be styled as an appeal
my lord.
and before the district
District
judge.
judge, or otherwise he can file a review petition also under section 49B.
49C.
B, 49C is the appeal provision, 49B is the review. He can appeal both the, he can.
Council is absent, we'll pass the order. Let us see. Order is passed in my absence, that will be a plea.
Item number 11.
Is it not?
Madam.
Yes.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship. Lordship, here, what happened, my lord, this petitioner, he is the license holder of a fair of price. Fair price of my lord. Now, my lord, since till June, he was getting his quota, his license was renewed from time to time. Suddenly, from July 23, my lord, his shop has been shut down, he was not allocated the quota. That's why I am before your lordship, my lord.
Okay, that one nation, one ration card scheme.
Him, my lord.
Yes,
And under
what
that,
happened?
My lord, under that, my lord, the page, my lord,
You have 50.
I have more.
You
than
want to say 50?
I have 53. My lord, notice my go, my lord.
Heard Mr. Yuze Hoikia, learned counsel for the petitioner,
All lords in there.
and Mr. G. Bokolial, learned junior government advocate Assam for the respondents, for all the respondents,
My lord.
full stop. The petitioner is a licensee of a fair price shop under the Assam Public Distribution of Articles Order, 1982 APDA order. And he runs a fair price shop. Which locality?
My lord, this is my lord, Silsor, my lord.
Silchar is a big town.
My lord, He is from, my lord, this is from,
Where is your license?
that is a page annexure
Huh?
1, my lord.
Annexer 1, it is nothing,
Gumra.
Nothing.
Gumra, my lord.
huh?
Dalalpur. Gumra Tree Cooperative Society Limited, Gumra, my lord. Under Gumra, my lord.
In a locality within the jurisdiction of Silsar. You don't even mention which locality, nothing.
My lord, that is Gumra locality, my lord, that is village, my lord. Gumra Cooperative Society Limited, my lord, that is the Gumra area of the Silsar, my lord.
Not even the village name also. Huh?
My lord, that is Dalalpur part.
Full stop. It is the grievance of the petitioner that since July 2023, right?
Lordship,
Huh?
lordship.
Where have you mentioned? July 2023, come on. The petitioner has not been allotted the PDS, a public distribution system, PDS commodities. Despite the petitioner has more than 50 number of beneficiaries tagged with his fair price shop. Full stop. The petitioner has contended that the fair price shop of the petitioner the allotment of PDS commodities could not have been stopped under the provisions of the One Nation, One Ration Card within bracket ONORC bracket close scheme of the respondent authorities, as he has 50 and more than, he has more than 50 ration cards tagged with his fair price shop. Issue notice returnable in 3 weeks. As Mr. appeared accepted, no formal notice, extra copies within 2 working days.
Till then, my lord, my lord, till then, my lord, till then, my lord, my quota will be, my lord, allotted to me, so that, my lord, my source of livelihood, my lord, because that has been stopped, my lord, without any notice also, my lord.
Mr. Bokolial shall obtain instruction as regards the contentions made by the petition that he has more than 50 ration card beneficiaries tagged with his shop prior to such alleged stoppage of instruction was stopped in the absence of in the event, the case for interim relief will be considered on a returnable date on the basis of instructions placed by the State Council. In the event, it is further observed that in the event of failure to obtain instructions, yes, the matter will be considered on the basis of the materials placed on record.
9-10. Item number 12.
At legal lordship. The matter pertains to eviction from railway land
Railway land license agreement. What right you have?
My lord, other of the petitioner is in possession.
You are simply on license agreement. Clause 20, yes, Railway Council.
Lordship is coming.
Let Railway Council come. Yes, Mr. Ahmed,
Item number 10.
heard Mr. FK Ahmed, FKR Ahmed, Learned Council for the petition.
My lord, if I'll approve the offer, I'll file an appeal, my lord. So for at least if we impose heavy cost. And this is staying from losing heavy cost, my lord. He's not in a position to pay. It is not.
No, first time, okay.
My lord, can you see-
First time, okay.
See now,
You have approached. No issue. Then you have made a prayer for withdrawal of the repetition, that is okay. But second time again, approaching the court,
my lord, whatever, my lord,
invoking the re-jurisdiction, which is an extraordinary jurisdiction
why I approached the
in
same.
the event of availability of statutory remedies. So this is a wrong advice on the part of the counsel to the client,
No, my lord, what happened, my lord, right only after passing earlier.
seeking to abuse the process of the court.
Not at all, my lord, that I, my honestly submit with due respect, my lord. Then after earlier round of litigation, I approached the learned district judge, my lord. Put an that application I have enclosed,
Application says whatever,
my lord. Learned district judge-
51, 57.
The learned district,
451, 457 is not the
Yes, ma'am.
jurisdiction.
yes, my lord.
So it is wrong advice of counsel seeking to invoke a wrong jurisdiction.
Yes, ma'am. This is what I'm,
Apparently on the face of the record. Client may not be knowing what jurisdiction he has to invoke. I can accept that.
I'm sorry, my lord, I'm ready to now, if you must allow, my lord.
It is not allowed, it is statutorily available, it is for you to avail.
Yes, I know.
I am not here to, we are not here to sit as an advisor.
No, my-
You are the legal advisor, Mr. Counsel, I am not the legal advisor. Am I clear?
Yes, my lord, I'm sorry, my lord.
What do you want to do? To pass an order?
Yes, my lord, I will appear, my lord, conviction proceeding, my lord, if any date fake, my lord.
So what your submission is?
My lord, I will approach the authority under section 49C, the filing appeal. My
That
lord,
is for you. Heard Mr. FK Ramil, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. First of, and Mr.
Number 1.
R.R. Gogoi, Learned Standing Counsel, Environment Forest Department for the respondent number 1, and Mr. J. Sutia, Learned Standing Counsel, Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council for the respondent number 2, 3, and 4.
5.
2, 3, 4, and 5. First of Mr. Amit, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, has submitted. No, it is the Learned Counsel for the respondents have drawn attention of the court to an order passed to an order dated 31/5/2023, passed in an earlier writ petition, WPC number 3031/2023, preferred by the present petitioner. Full stop. The earlier writ petition was withdrawn with the liberty to avail appropriate remedy, alternative remedy. Full stop. Where Mr. Amit has submitted that the petitioners wants to avail alternative remedy, and as such is not pressing the instant refutation. Full stop. In view of the above submission made by Mr. Amit, this petition is dismissed as not pressed.
Right.
But
I'm sorry, Lord.
approach is
That's-
deprecated.
I'm actually sorry.
If the approach is required to be deprecated.
Item number 12.
I'm sorry, my lord, I was legs, my lord.
Yes,
My lord,
you are Miss
petitioner is running a corporate.
Mrityunjay
It is
Kumar
only source of
Mishra.
income.
Yes, what wrong?
In earlier occasion, my lord, after expiry of the license period, they extended after several months. And in this occasion, the petitioner was legitimately expecting that the license will be renewed again and regularize their period.
See, it is a license agreement.
And
What license agreement means? That there is a difference between lease and license.
it is also. in the-
Lease is the property is also transferred to you. Here is property is not transferred to you. It is only a license to run a particular thing. Clause 20 perhaps,
My lord.
agreement,
Page 38, 30,
And already it is over, my lord.
31,
Now they are paying,
close
already the
20,
term over in
it
March.
is,
20. Clause 20
31, close 20.
is
Page 31, my lord. Last paragraph, close 20.
20. So if you want some respite, it is okay. Otherwise, we will issue notice only.
My lord, sufficient time may be granted to relocate my
No, my lord,
business.
here, my lord, page notice is, my lord, page 38.
38, 39.
I have seen it.
This is a list of 53%, my lord. If one is dented, my lord.
Other
absolutely
persons
this is
are
chaos, my
also
lord.
approached before this court.
Construction is going on, my lord.
And period
Expired
expired on when?
Expired on my lord,
March 23.
March 23, my lord.
2021.
No, that is
after,
there,
after that again,
But subsequently they have paid, my lord, fee, my lord, up to March 23.
Which page?
Page 36,
36, 37. my lord.
main is 37. For a year, my lord, 22-23, they have paid. That means up to March 23, my lord. That is also over, my lord.
And development activities of railway land.
Railway line, my lord. And his allegation is regarding.
Our plot
contractor
is
also.
situated extremely on the western side of the railway. frame.
Whatever that is for them to decide.
If genuinely required for developmental activities, then sufficient time may be allowed to relocate my business, my lord, to a suitable place.
Tell me,
I have
15 days,
personally-
15 days?
This is not sufficient. I have to find a suitable place, my lord.
Oh, that is not given. That is not there. Such luxury is not available. Luxury is available only up to 30 days.
In earlier occasion, they have regularized after.
Regulation is different matter, Mr. Council. If they want it for development activities, then license agreement, had it been a lease, it is a different thing, but it is licensed clearly.
There is a representation of my lord, page 20.
Because of the overbridge is going on and construction going on.
Third, Mr. Name,
H. Talukdam.
H. Talukdar Learning Council for the petition, and Mr. K. Porakar, Learning Central Government Council for all the
All right.
respondents post of the petition. Was granted. A license. The petition was issued, a license. Put license for temporary occupation of land. Unquote. In respect of a plot of land as Longa plot number 78. A plot of land measuring 336.66 square meter, right?
Actually, my lord, to the petitioner's father, my lord.
Ah.
Subsequently, he is
The
expired.
petitioner's father. Longa plot number 78. Huh? For the purpose of business. For the period from 1/4/2016 to 31/3/2021. Under the terms and conditions mentioned therein, comma, full stop. In respect of the license agreement, comma, the petitioner's father as a licensee was to pay annual license fee of rupees 24,662. Full stop. As per clause 20 of the license agreement, comma, the responding railway authorities are entitled at any time to give notice to the licensee of its intention to resume possession of the plot of land given to a licensee by virtue of the license agreement, comma, to vacate the land, comma, remove all materials and building belonging to a licensee, and to restore the land to its original state within 30 days after the date of such notice. Full stop. The petitioner is aggrieved by a notice dated 4/9/2023,
Yes, ma'am.
Annex 11, whereby the petitioner and 52 other similarly situated licenses have been asked to vacate their respective plots of land on the ground that one, the validity period of the license agreement have expired, and two, the plots of lands are required for development activities on railway lands. Full stop. The petition, the notices by the notice dated 4/9/2023, the notices including the petitioner, have been asked to vacate the land within a period of 15 days from the issuance of the said notice. Full stop. Para. Mr. Prahar, the Central Government Council has contended that the petitioner's father was granted the license agreement, which has expired in March 2023, and since then there is no renewal. Full stop.
My lord, one thing, is already that over, subsequently they have paid the, but I have not seen any other license, my lord. Actually over in March 21 only, but they have paid the.
March
subsequent-
2021. Full
Mm.
stop. Thus, there is no question of any right on the part of the petition as a under the license agreement. We issue notice returnable in 4 weeks, as Mr. Suresh here accepted notice. So it's extra copies 4 days, 3 days.
Kindly give them protection, my lord.
Item number 13.
Yes, A.Y. Chaudhary,
Yes, my lord,
petitioner,
I am a registered pharmacist.
will issue notice.
Only thing, my lord, may I submit?
My lord, here in the similar writ petition already framed some guidelines by this honorable court, my lord.
Seen,
Yes,
seen.
as your lordship. Ma'am.
So I would want to ask you a question. Have you complied with anything? Do you have any record that you satisfy any of the conditions
Yes,
of section 31 A, B, C, D? Have you found out the date?
My lord, that part, my lord, they are searching, my lord, there's a whole issue.
Because everybody is
Yes. that will be
taking
done.
shelter under D.
Lordship.
So I want to know.
Yes. My lord.
Heard Mr. So-and-so and Mr. B. Goyal are standing also.
All the response.
Health and Family Welfare Department for all the respondents post of the petition is agreed by
page 29.
the cancellation notice dated 10/6/2023 issued under the hand of the respondent number 3, whereby the petitioner's registration, pharmacy registration, right?
Yes.
Pharmacist registration bearing registration number 7720 has been cancelled permanently, purportedly in exercise of the powers conferred under section 36 within bracket 1, right?
Yes.
1 or L? 36 of the Pharmacy Act 1948,
So this is one member.
and his name has been removed from the register of Assam Pharmacy Council for his alleged failure for alleged failure on the part of the petitioner to submit any relevant documents justifying his qualification to substantiate eligibility to register as a pharmacist in terms of section 31 within bracket A or 31 within bracket B or 31C or 31D of the Pharmacy Act. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. Extra copies 2 days.
No coercive action may be taken. No coercive action may be taken.
Show me anything to
My lord,
pass an interim order. There is nothing. We have not passed any interim order in any of the matters.
Item number 14.
Yes,
Non-payment of contextual bills. The second round of litigation. in the-
yes, Mr. Gogoi, second round of litigation earlier, it was
Whereas in
disposed of
2000 yes,
Tamsir
2005
Ali, which means that you have to maintain a register.
Yes. Otherwise, my
If
lord,
his turn has not come yet. Page 25.
to my lord knowledge, my lord, some CM vigilance inquiry is going on regarding this. No, including
I
this
guess
matter.
we'll see at page.
We don't know, we
Yeah.
don't know.
These are subsequent developments.
Otherwise, Mr. Gogoi, page 35, 25. Earlier petition was disposed of
Yes, sir.
in terms of Tamsir Ali.
Yes, sir.
Meaning thereby, his name is to be registered in a register
Lordship.
and thereafter amounts are to be disbursed in seriatim chronologically as soon as his turn comes.
My lord.
So 14 years have gone by, whether his turn has not come yet
But
due to
let me-
lack of funds.
but otherwise, my lord, from 1 or 2 annexures, it appears, my lord, that they have been submitting proposals.
Proposals was still 14 years.
No,
It
but
is-
let me have the inspection.
it is too much
My lord.
because you have not challenged this one. 2009,
Lordship.
Tamsir Ali,
My lord.
and Tamsir Ali says what? You maintain a register,
My lord.
and as soon as his fund is received
Lordship.
and his turn comes, you have to disburse the amount. So 14 years have gone by now. If vigilance, that is a different issue.
No.
If he has not executed,
Page 27, Lordship.
I have seen your statement,
Departmentally, we have been verified, Lordship.
verified all this. I don't think,
Page 27.
come to page 33 also, executive engineer, they are saying,
My lord. Well, let me have the inspection.
and this is not first round. Heard Mr. BP Bora. Learn it. Hey, Tamsir Ali is saying so. Learn it, counsel for the petitioner. and Mr. B. Gogoi, understanding counsel. Public Works Department for all the respondents. Full stop. According to petitioner, the petitioner executed a contract work for the respondent PWD authorities in phase pair 2 contract work. Full stop. When despite submission of final bill against the contract work was not disbursed to the petitioner, the petitioner had earlier approached this court by way of a writ petition, WPC number 2953/2009. Full stop. The said writ petition, WPC number so and so, was disposed of by an order dated 24/7/2009 with a direction to the respondent authorities to consider the case of the petitioner in the light of the directions passed in Tamsir Ali versus so and so, passed in the full bench judgment of this court in Tamsir Ali versus so and so. Full stop. According para. From the decision in Tamsir Ali, it transpires that the Public Works Department is to prepare a list of contractors to whom money is admitted to be due on account of the contract works performed under the orders performed, and such list is to be prepared division-wise in strict chronological order on the basis of the date on which payment is due. Full stop. It further transpires that on the basis of the funds received by the Public Works Department, the same is to be applied for discharge of the admitted dues in the order in which the list is prepared and maintained. Division-wise, full stop. Where the petitioner has submitted that despite the direction made in the order dated 24/7/2009 Supra, the respondent authorities have not yet disbursed the amount, sum of rupees 18,77,269, which amount, is found to be due as per the annexers appended to the writ petition. Full stop. Where Mr. Gogoi, understanding counsel PWB, has submitted that he will obtain instructions in the matter as to why a period of 14 years, about 14 years, have been taken for the respondent PWB authorities to disburse the amount. Whether the claim of the petition is an admitted liability and so and so. It shouldn't be returnable on so and so. For the purpose of future reference, otherwise I'll forget. I'll have to go through the file again. You should notice extra copies 2 working days. And what are the other amounts?
Lordship, 15 and 16 are similar.
Please write the amount.
But 17 Lordship is the first round. That is the difference.
Huh?
15 and
Okay.
16 are exactly
So
similar.
give me the amount, 18 lakh, whatever. In the second and so and so. And where is the 17?
17.
17, my lord, objection regarding the maintainability part, 2002 claim. Now after,
Claim.
yes,
Okay.
20 years, my lord, yes.
Okay.
Lordship will issue notice on the maintenance part, Lordship.
Yes.
But the
But-
thing is that we have a similar.
Floodgates are not to be opened.
No, Lordship.
Floodgates are not to be opened.
Lordship, similar order is there. Lordship, I have annexed.
But on limitation point, whatever similar order.
Yes.
Whatever similar order, it is a question of law.
Lordship, Tamsir says that we have to submit our bills within 3 years. I have done that. In Tamsir Ali, the bills were only 91, 92, Lordship. So some of the bills.
Some subsidiarily 3 years.
3 years, so the date of submission of bills, Lordship.
Thereafter, you have to also do it. Some litigation, you have to do it.
Because
Period of limitation
after Jiten Pathak, they
is
have-
not going to have a deep slumber.
No, Lordship, I have explained that in my petition.
Heard Mr. BP Bora, B for Bombay. Mr. B Gugoi, standing counsel PWD for all the respondents. Posted. In this writ petition, the petitioner has sought a direction to the respondent authorities to disburse an amount of rupees 24,95,000 against a contract work which was awarded to him for execution by the respondent PWD authorities. The contract work in respect of which the petitioner has claimed the money is liquidated, quote unquote, Koras. Para Mr. Gugoi, line as standing counsel, PWD, has submitted that the formal work order in respect of the contract work was issued as far back as on 28/2/2002. And as such, the claim of the petitioner is hopelessly barred by limitation. Issue notice, returnable 4 weeks.
That is the way I explain it.
The question of maintenance of the petition on the ground of limitation will be considered at the appropriate stage.
Item number 18.
Yes, 30 years
Yes.
or recent claim,
Claim, my lord, it is admitted claim, my lord,
recent,
22 lakhs 89,100.
recent claim.
Yes, my lord.
Lordship,
Heard Mr. A. Bormian.
in this matter, finance is the necessary party, my lord. The recent judgment of this honorable court,
Recent judgment of the Honorable Court.
where the contempt matter has been closed by observing some.
File an amended petition then.
Yes, my lord.
Not file amended cost title.
Notice maybe issued, my lord, to her.
No, you file an amended cost title. Nowadays, you have to just furnish 1 page to the registry
My lord.
as per the notification. File an amended cost title. Will issue notice on the date. Next Monday, Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Madam, may come, my lord, on next Monday, my lord. I will submit tomorrow, my lord.
Okay, next Wednesday, AM Bormian. Okay, Monday. Petitioner and MS MD Bora.
For all the respondents,
Turning counsel.
my lord.
Transport Department
Lordship.
for all the respondents. Full stop. It is submitted that the Finance Department, Government of Assam, MS Bora has submitted, is a necessary party in this petition. First of Mr. Borguia, Learned Counsel for the petition has submitted that he will file an amended cost title in terms of the notification dated number so and so within by Monday. Within 2 days, release the case on Monday, next Monday.
Obliged, my lord.
25.
Supplementary list for motion item number 49.
What will be taken after 2 PM, my lord? That is regarding that Kuprasar University case. my lord.
Okay. After 2.
Order stay vacating item number 9. Nineteen. Item number 19.
1-9.
We had filed the application, my lord. We have received a copy of the objection filed in item.
In item 20, I am appearing, my lord, we have filed an
20, my
affidavit, my lord, against the stay petition.
You are the applicant.
I am the applicant, man.
19.
Noyanjuti self-help.
And
Noyanjuti self-help. Okay.
the others, they have not filed the objection.
Okay.
My lord,
In which case objection has been filed?
Item number 20, my lord. Item number 20. in-
20.
Yes. In this case, we had a petition. my lord.
19 they have filed.
20.
my lord, one requisition copy I would not receive, my lord, in item number
Let us see 20.
20, we have to get the copy of the requisition.
IA. Yes, requisition to some. on what ground?
Copy po ay niya.
The one, it's not excited.
1 minute. What is the order passed, Mr. Count in repetition?
Is it page? In my application, page 17, my lord.
Okay. Mr. Reka,
My lord.
what is the in a repetition? Because I'll
Impugn-
travel to the IA later on. Mr. Reka,
Yes, my lord.
you are the petitioner, right?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. What is the order?
Impugn order at page 44, my lord.
Page 44.
And lordship will find the operative portion at page 45.
1 minute. Fishery, Kokila Party Fishery, Jorhat District. One for lease expired. Tender. Subsequent to issue, DC request that your VSS. You are which one? Notun
I am number 3, my lord. At page
Kumar.
40. Kumar Koiboto Gaon in Hilsa Homabay Meeting.
Kumar Koiboto.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Notun Melang, my lord.
Society is okay. Your bid is proper.
Yes, ma'am.
Your bid is proper. And Mr. Sharma
Notun Melang.
submitted bid, second highest bid, has submitted all the required documents which are found as per the report of the member of the inhabitants of the neighborhood. Okay. And what about the,
Notun Meling.
yes, Noyanjuti.
We are not, we are a first time.
Documents were accepted by settlement as submitted with tenders and to consider the following SAG women member. Distance of the fishery, they offered highest financial bid about the, yes, what was the ground of objection, Mr. Decker?
My lord, they have no fishing experience, my lord.
Where is that?
My lord, kindly come to page 46, my lord, of my writ petition, my lord. This is the certificate issued by the district fishery development officer, my lord. Page 46 of my writ petition. Certified that the members of the Noyanjuti self-help group of Notun Melang Gaon are belong to fishermen community. Their husband and other family members are involved in fishing activities.
Yes, Mr. Count, interim order.
Interim order is at page
My lord, page 17 of the IA, my lord.
I,
আমার সময় তাই fail করেছে, verification.
17.
2360.
Okay, why you want this order to be vacated?
First, my lord,
On what ground?
first, my lord, is the minimum value which has been quoted by the tendering authority. Is at, if my lord may kindly see at page 32. Is 5,17,950.
Is
32 of the repetition, my lord.
32 of the read petition.
Yes, my lord.
1 minute. Thirty-two of the repetition. 32 of the repetition, Notun Melang. Kumar Koiboto. Kumar Koiboto.
32, if my lord, at top, my lord, see the annual revenue of the
No, no, no.
fishery.
Yes, my lord, Kumar.
This is the-
Kumar Koiboto.
Yes, yes.
Yes, my lord.
WBC.
Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. Kumar.
32.
Yes, my lord.
Where is the tender notice?
Tender notice, my lord, is at
Page 23, my lord.
23.
Page,
23.
23.
page 23. Particular,
Page 27.
27. 30. What about 30?
There are terms and conditions, my lord.
No, the figure,
The figure is there.
3,66,000.
That was for a
It was earlier, my lord.
earlier period. my lord.
17 feet. No, come to page 30.
That is earlier period, my lord.
No,
পূর্ব
how
নির্ধারিত
can be?
পূর্ব নির্ধারিত বছৰৰ রাজত নিৰীক্ষ
3,70,000.
Okay, Purbo Nidharito.
and now the it has been fixed at 5,17,950.
9,
5,17,950.
page,
Page 32. The vernacular is at page.
English.
English is at page 32.
This is of what date?
This is the comparative forwarding the papers, my lord. This is
16/6.
16/6.
16/6. Tender notice is of date 17/3.
73, but
Then that could be a ground for fresh tender.
and they have quoted below the rate.
But game has been played. Game has been played. Is it not? What was the last date?
17,4, my lord.
17/4. So this new figure has come at an earlier point. This annual revenue has been fixed prior to the last date of submission of bid. And whether it was brought to the notice of the bidders by way of any notice,
This the earlier rate, because it says the earlier rate was 3 lakhs.
so apparently you are not fishermen.
No, we are because our
It is,
certificate-
at best, if you, that ground is taken, that has to be notified, right?
Yes.
Duly notified, this new rate for the fishery is to be notified to all the bidders in the public notice. That, see, earlier revenue was so and so, but this time minimum revenue is fixed at so and so. And that has to be with wide publicity so that everybody can quote above it. One who quotes below it, his bidder will automatically be rejected. But after last date, you cannot examine the bids on that basis. But so far, why the interim order is required to be vacated?
that is one.
Apparently, no case.
Second, my lord, is that as regards the Bakija certificate, my lord, and if my lord may kindly see, he
No, tell me about the,
as
prove your eligibility first.
No, first-
They are doubting and questioning your eligibility.
I have qualified, my lord, because they have
Qualified, but that qualification is not in terms of the tender notice. That is what their contention is.
it says, my lord.
Rule 12 says actual fisherman. So suppose doctor is required. Or for so and so advocate is required. Mr. RM Deka is not an advocate. His wife is an advocate. Would you qualify for a job? Or Mr. Khan, that for to be appointed as a public prosecutor, one has to be an advocate. Then Mr. Khan applies. I am not an advocate. My wife is an advocate.
Otherwise, my lord, let it come up on Wednesday, my lord.
No, I have seen it. We'll pass the order too. There is nothing to be vacated. That ground is a ground for you or for Mr. Deka or Mr. Sharma to call for an fresh tender process.
And as regards Mr. Sharma's client, my lord, they are defaulter, my lord. They have not paid the earlier amount.
But Mr. Deka is bidder eligible.
And
Now two repetitions. Mr. Deka is eligible. He can question. Now whatever deficiency Mr. Sharma has, by luck, he may get it rectified by the next time.
Yes.
But so far, there is no case for vacating the order at this stage. Tell me,
Yeah.
your members are fishermen?
We are members, my lord.
Huh?
We are members, my lord. Page 46.
Member will not do. Are you?
And we have been recently formed, my lord.
Is this the certificate on the basis of which you have got the settlement?
We have
Now
been
tell me.
recently formed, my lord.
Tell me, is this the certificate on the basis of which you have been granted the settlement?
To my knowledge, yes, my lord, because this is the
Who-
last over time being Mr. Chaudhary is on his way, my lord.
My lord, yesterday in the cause list, I found that Mr. K. Chaudhary is on leave for 3 days. I called him up saying that I have got some matters with you. No, I'll not be doing that case. So for my lord, I was under the belief that the matter will not be taken up today. Now, today, my lord, the matter is being taken up. I didn't prepare.
You could have circulated mention memo yesterday.
No, in the evening only, my lord, I had that talk to him. I thought that my friend will ask for an adjournment and we will not have any
Oh.
objection to that. Now I leave it to your lordship, my lord. I did not read the brief yesterday.
Okay, then okay. Then okay, we'll adjourn it.
Tomorrow, day after, whatever convenient your lordship.
When Mr. Chaudhary is available.
In fact, my lord,
Wednesday will be not here, my lord.
most of the
After
cases
Wednesday.
now, both of us are on the other side. So understanding is that till next
Okay.
Tuesday, my lord, the matters will not be taken. So we can.
Next Wednesday then.
Yes.
Next week.
I'm sorry, my lord.
No.
I was not here.
Okay. Number লিখিব MK Chaudhary and senior counsel assisted by S. Khan for the applicant in IA number so and so, and Mr. RM Deka, learned counsel for the opposite party writ petition are present as sought for by the learned counsel for the parties. List the case on so and so. Wednesday, next Wednesday. Next is item 20. Okay, same MK Chaudhary assisted by so and so and Mr. RP Sharma, learned senior counsel assisted by Mr. T. Shom, MS T. Shom, learned counsel for the opposite party writ petition. I can give you Wednesday.
Highly obliged.
Interim order can-
Next week.
Interim order passed shall continue till the next date of district.
My lord, in this case, I need to file one objection
File it.
Obliged.
Time being item number 6.
Canvas 6. Huh. Nobody is present. from the panchayat and
At that
in
time,
some earlier other matter also.
at that time, Lordship, someone took time, Lordship.
Yes, yes. But Mr. Devnath is also not there, as Doctor is also not there today. In some other matter also. Next, day after tomorrow then? Okay, Mr. M. Khan, Learned Counsel for the petition is present as the Learned Standing Council, Panchayat and Rural Development Department is not present. Please the case on Wednesday. Day after tomorrow.
Time being item number 49.
Maybe the Lordship, kindly take some time, 10-15 email is coming. Masam.
For admission item number 24.
Yes, what to do? State Council was supposed to file the affidavit. Filed? It is filed or not filed?
On last occasion, State Council came up with a stand that some order has been passed.
No, order not, they have come up with a stand that they will file affidavit. Some communication they have received.
As regards the decision taken by the judicial department in respect of the disciplinary proceeding undertaken against the petitioner's husband.
Yes.
See, MS Sharma has sought for 2 weeks time to file counter affidavit.
Yes.
I don't think any counter affidavit is
So far
filed.
as I remember, my lord, last occasion, they come up with a stand, judicial department, that forfeiture of pension as a penalty will be imposed. That was my knowledge.
No
I
order
don't-
has been.
Otherwise, Mr. Das,
Hello.
as it appears from the discussion made earlier,
Yes,
that there are
Decision was taken.
two criminal proceedings
yes,
against the deceased
yes,
employee
yes,
that resulted into conviction
yes.
and perhaps appeal was dismissed also.
No appeal was.
Oh, he had undergone the sentence,
Yes,
all right? Secondly, a disciplinary proceeding was undertaken and
True.
completed.
True.
Final decision was not
was
taken,
taken
not taken.
at that point of.
So, two departmental criminal proceedings with conviction and disciplinary proceeding
With finding
Right.
of guilt,
guilt. Now,
department is to take a call, that is.
so if not taken, we will dispose of.
So that is
Because
what-
if they want to take a lenient view, let them take the lenient view.
That is what.
The criminal proceeding, which was, what is the offense?
Offense.
Forgery.
Forgery. Both in-
Forgery.
Same set of.
Otherwise, I think Article 311 does not require any disciplinary proceeding to be undertaken.
Only thing is now left is that the decision from the government. So far as I remember, my lord, last occasion, the state
No, no.
council, they.
Right, if no decision is taken, why should we keep it pending? Let them take the decision.
That direction may be given, my lord.
But state council is not present.
Not present.
We could have disposed of it off. Right, if they want to take a lenient view, they can take a lenient view, right?
But decision has to be by the government,
Right,
Only direction that.
under the rules, who is the disciplinary authority?
governor, because he retired, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Nair, can you,
Governor.
this is the court, this is a case of a officer
DP who?
of a solicitor. Right, in a district court.
Lordship.
Now, the question is, there was 2 criminal proceedings against him. Of misappropriation or something, taking out traveling bills, whatever, of district judges, who also became judges of this court. Right? And sentence conviction, trial court convicted him. 2 years or 3 years, he had undergone the sentence. Right. Secondly, disciplinary proceeding was also initiated 20 years back. Submitted, inquiry report submitted,
No
My
decision.
lord,
no decision. That is in 2011.
my lord, one thing,
Uh,
retirement.
After retirement, but before retirement,
Proceedings initiated.
criminal proceeding, conviction,
Conviction.
sentence undergone. And you are quite benevolent, so you have been giving provisional pension for 15, 20 years. Yeah, and that's ended up before this court.
And the man has now, I think,
Expired. Now the wife has come. That suddenly it is stopped after expiry, after demise. So what to do with this situation?
have the provisions, because this is covered by our Assam Disciplinary Appeal Rules 1964. My lord, we have Rule 10.
Otherwise, Mr. Nair, Article 311 says, if a person has been convicted
Convicted,
in a criminal case
lordship,
and involving moral turpitude,
he can.
there is no necessity to undertake any disciplinary proceeding. He can be straightaway dismissed. Right?
Right.
That happened in 1999.
My lord.
Nothing.
My lord, one.
Secondly, department, when he returned, just sum and substance. I am not saying, I am not deciding the case.
No, regarding conviction, my lord, after retirement, conviction was.
Whatever.
Whatever be,
That is.
Conviction is conviction.
Yes,
conviction.
So he was suspended. Thereafter, sentenced 3 years or 2 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Still no action.
Misappropriation of money proved. Then he continued to receive provisional pension. Disciplinary proceeding also ended up in an inquiry report, 2011.
11.
Right. He expired in 2019. Till his death, he was receiving provisional pension.
Now it stopped because of this.
Because of his demise, not because of anything
Everything
else. So, what to do
My lord,
in this kind of cases?
I don't, my preliminary view.
I
is
am,
government can do nothing here because he's not the against whom they will pass their order, my lord. He's not there. Rule 10, my lord. Rule 10 of the Assam Disciplinary Appeal Rules.
what will, all those convictions will be effaced out of.
Because that decision that has to be taken now has to be taken, there is no notice also required. That, my lord, may give a leeway to the government saying that no notice is required. We'll have to consider and pass an order. So to that extent, the government can, my lord, because 311(2) says, my lord, when there is a conviction involving moral
Right,
turpitude, an order is
311, there is no necessity.
But here, my lord, we have that provision is incorporated in Rule 10, my lord. Rule 10 says, notwithstanding anything contained in Rule 9. So you need not follow the procedure. Where a penalty, where the penalty is imposed on a government servant on the ground of conduct which has led to his conviction on a criminal charge, the disciplinary authority may consider the circumstances of the case and pass such orders thereon as it's deemed fit.
So we will not wait for all this. We leave it to the government.
That is
Sometimes they may show leniency also. Let the discretion be exercised
They have shown that leniency.
instead of waiting for their decision. So
My lord, will quote that Rule 10 or Rule 10. my lord.
MS Pharma be informed, right? Some other date. No counter affidavit filed. So
Yes.
do you have any instruction?
No, we have not received instruction.
You have not received instructions.
No, that order must go.
So if they want to show leniency, let them show.
Let them, no, it's up to
So
the
petitioner, if gets anything,
He will get, she will get the family pension, nothing.
This is the problem, my lord. They just sit over them.
sitting, no, I have been passing orders, long orders, repeatedly since 2022.
Nothing is being done.
Nobody is doing anything.
It was Roda Gita, Judicial Department of Journalism.
Considering that he expired, I thought that if something is passed, we will
Let me
close
see,
this
my lord,
case.
on my level, my lord, I'll ask the registry, my lord, to be.
We'd have closed this case,
Lordship.
right? Something is passed by the judicial department.
We can close.
Some,
Whatever orders.
something. Now that man is not there, who had committed the wrong. But still, if the government can exercise the discretion to give some
Normally, my lord, when a man expires, everything abates. But
criminal
here,
process, here does, no, Mr. You are wrong.
no, but what I'm saying.
No, when the criminal proceeding is pending, then it abates,
It's-
right?
Right,
But if the conviction is already recorded,
that's why.
that is a different procedure altogether.
They have to, my lord, only pass an order under Rule 10, my lord.
So
Because
that's
why?
whatever the
Normally-
result
That's different
That's different.
because normally.
Yes, if you CRPC says only in appeal, if appeal is preferred, then only that can be,
That can be
otherwise not.
No.
If the appeal is pursued
pursued.
by his legal representative, then
No.
otherwise consequence will remain.
Remain. Now, my lord, what I'm saying is.
Here a consequence is there.
If the government takes a view, he is not there, so we are not in a position to pass
That
it. on.
is up
That
to
is
them.
wrong, my lord. Because they still can pass that order. That's what I want.
That
to
is
say.
up to them.
Them, my lord.
But because they are not passing the order,
No, normally what I find is.
not passing the order because there is no proper instructions perhaps.
No, what I find, no, what I have found, my lord, also, when a man dies, they think, oh, Morigal, so he's gone. So what can we do? It's wrong, my lord. When there is a conviction
Conviction, sentence undergone.
undergone, and my lord, there is no requirement under 10 to issue a notice. So in that view of the matter, they can still pass an order.
And moreover, Article 311.
11.2, my lord. No, I'm
Oh,
not
these
even-
are rules. Article 311
My lord,
Constitution.
that is what my
Hard,
lord is
Mr.
put. But I'm talking from the level of the my lord authorities. We have ruled
Hard,
them, my lord.
Mr. S.K. Ghosh, learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. H.K. Das, learned standing counsel, Guwahati High Court for the respondent number 3, 4, and 6, and Mr. Who is there for Accountant General, Mr. D. Rava, representing Mr. A. Hassan, learned standing counsel, Accountant General for the respondent number 5. Post of MS, Mr. M. Chetia, learned Junior Government Advocate Assam, representing the respondent number 1 and 2, has submitted that he has not yet received any instructions from the respondent number 1 in reference to the order dated 28/8/2023. Full stop. As straightforward, Mr. Chetia raised the case on some other date. I mean, passing orders, detailed orders after orders, nothing has happened.
Well, today I'll take
Quite-
up the matter with the registry to ask.
Quite
the-
difficult.
Because there we are also.
Every
concerned.
day we are spending 15 minutes time.
No,
to
no,
pass
no.
orders.
Today I'll take up the matter.
You-
Item number 25.
We have the reciprocity last occasion, government has taken time to file affidavit. Plus today, government advocate has informed that they have not received a copy.
taking instruction, my lord.
No copies are.
Yes, my lord.
What, now what do you want?
Plus,
You
today
want
I
copy?
have
Sometime, my lord, for taking.
You want
instruction.
copy or
Yes,
copy furnished?
Copy not furnished, my lord.
Lordship, today I will start.
Huh?
Today I will start copy.
Yes, your name?
P. Guhai, Lordship.
B. Guhai, learned counsel for the petitioner. M. City, learned junior government advocate Assam for respondent number 1 to 7, and
I'm appealing for
M.
respondent number
Devi,
3.
M. Devi, learned counsel for respondent number 8 are present. Mr. Setia has submitted that he has not yet received extra copies of the repetition to obtain instructions. First of Mr. So-and-so, learned counsel for the petition has undertaken to serve a copy of the repetition to Mr. Setia during the course of the day or
Lords, during the course of the day.
Post of this decades after 3 weeks on it for submission of counter affidavits by the state respondents.
Similar repetition is pending, but the same settlement
Yes,
order
yes,
has
ma'am.
been challenged, Lordship. That may be
Whether
WPC number.
affidavit is filed there,
Their affidavit has been filed, my lord.
which one?
WPC 3079 of 22.
This is the case along with so-and-so. Yes, WBC number says.
Item number
What is the number?
3079 of 22. Obliged. 26.
Yes.
My lord, affidavit filed in.
Affidavit filed in lordship, non-payment. Let the verification of payment. may be
I heard Mr. P. Talukdar.
Amount is agreed at 742.
Learned counsel for the petitioner. And Mr. R. R. Gogoi.
for all the respondents.
Learned Standing Council, Public Health Engineering Department for the respondent number,
All the respondents, Lordship.
for all the respondents, full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that the petitioner being a registered contractor with the respondent PHE department, comma, who was awarded a number of contract works page 24 of 1 to 3 4 by the work orders number 1 to 3 4 by the work orders number getting 24. According to the petitioner, comma, it had executed all the contract works successfully and thereafter, comma, submitted bills for a total amount of rupees 7,42,654 for all the 4 contract works. Full stop. When, despite issuance of despite submission of final bids, the respondent authorities in the PHE department did not disburse the said amount of rupees so and so. The petitioner has prepared a petition seeking a direction to the respondent authorities in the PHE department to disburse the said sum of rupees so and so. Mr. Gugoi, Learned Standing Council, PHE department has referred to the statements and averments made by the respondent number 4 in the affidavit in opposition filed on 11/9/2023. It is submitted by him that the departmental authorities are not disputing the execution of the 4 contract works by the petitioner. But due to non-availability of fund against the proper head of accounts, comma, the final bills of the petitioner could not be processed and released in course of time. Full stop. It has been further averred in the affidavit in opposition that the payments will be made subject to availability of fine. Full stop. It is thus submitted by him that the writ petition may be disposed of at this stage with a direction to the respondent number 4, respondent number 2
The verifying.
to verify the claim of the petitioner and to process thereafter the bills of the final bills of the petitioner for the amount found entitled by him in the lines of the direction in similar lines as directed by this court in the full bench decision of so and so.
2004.
In view of the broad consensus arrived, Mr. Talgal and counsel for the petitioner has submitted that has agreed to the submission of Mr. Gugoi, Learned Counsel for Standing Council, PHE department. First of, in view of the broad consensus arrived at by the Learned Counsel for the parties in the aforestated manner, this court is of the considered view that instead of keeping this writ petition pending, the same can be disposed of with a direction to the respondent number 2 to process the claim of the petitioner for the amount of rupees so and so 7,42,654 against the contract works comma mentioned here in above comma and thereafter to take necessary steps for disbursement of the amount found in disbursement of the amount of so and so or any other amount found entitled to the petitioner in terms of the directions made in so and so so and so.
The entire exercise may be completed.
So process, that is what they have to register the claim. So it is accordingly ordered to stop the respondent number 2 shall process the claim of the petitioner within 6 weeks from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order at his office from the petitioner, and thereafter, comma, to take necessary steps in terms of the directions in terms of
Item number 27.
May it please your lordship. My lord, in May 22, the authorities had floated a tender.
Yes, what has happened thereafter?
My lord, I submitted my representation as directed by this honorable court, and I was only contending that I operate a houseboat, and under the extant rules of the government, houseboat is a hotel. But since that clarification was not done in the tender, therefore, in all possibilities, rejection was on the wall.
They have proceeded with the tender or not?
Proceeded, they have not proceeded. I asked my client a while back. They have not proceeded and they have not even disposed my representation. I do not have an interim protection, but they are not going ahead. I am relying on page 29 and 54.
No, everything is recorded in the order.
Just-
What more is to be recorded? Yes, ATDC.
Yes, your lordship. I'll file a reply.
Why you have not taken any? This is a tender process. You are not showing the required urgency till date.
I'll have to get instruction. 2 weeks time maybe granted. I'll file a reply. And
You
one
are
more
not-
matter is there. Similar matter is there. Both
What
may be-
similar matter? We don't know about similar matter.
Both may be tagged together.
We don't
we'll
know
file a-
about similar matter. Why you are not filing your
Sir.
response? You are standing counsel or what?
My senior is yes.
Who is your?
PK Sharma, your lordship.
Huh?
PK Sharma, your lordship.
PK Sharma. Who is PK Sharma?
At
Did
this-
he appear on the previous date? No.
At this stage, my lord, it might not be out of place. In their hurry to pursue matters now, if they proceed, I may have to come again. Could my lord protect me in the interregnum? Because I've
That
made out the case.
protection I did not, because
Page 29 and 54, I have made out the case.
all these are to be interpreted by them according to you, and you have submitted representation.
I have submitted representation.
Hmm.
Now, if they,
Nothing 22/6, 1 year, 3 months, right? They had done nothing.
in their hurry to do it, if they go ahead, because there is no protection order, my lord.
Then you come again.
That is why, my lord,
Then when
But
we
next
did
week,
not pass any
No.
interim order, then
that was correct, because the honorable court's view was that I should.
file your response within 10 days.
My lord.
Lordship.
Mr. Counsel,
Yes.
as Bonic Learned Counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the bidding process initiated by the detailed notice inviting bids within bracket QCBS dated 31/5/2022 has not been brought to its logical conclusion till date. Full stop. He has further submitted that the representation submitted by the petitioner on
27/6/22.
has not yet been disposed of by communicating any order to the petitioner. Full stop. Mr.
A Barbuchari.
For whom?
For 2
You
and
are
3. Corresponding 2 and 3.
2.
2 and 3.
Okay, Mr. K. Goyal and additional senior government advocate Assam for the respondent number 1 is present. Mr. K.
A Barbuchari.
A. Borpuzai, learned counsel appearing for the respondent number 2 and 3 has submitted that the counter affidavit on behalf of the respondent number 2 and 3 will be filed within 10 days time. Lays the case on.
Your Lordship, FCI has filed the affidavit on the last Friday. So Lordship, I need some instruction from my client regarding the payment of the 3 contracts out of the 30 numbers of contract. So Lordship, only grant the 10 days time.
Okay, MS,
And
MD,
they.
and they. Learned counsel for the petitioner has submitted that a copy of the affidavit of opposition filed by the respondent FCI authorities has been received recently and has sought for 10 days time to obtain further instructions in the matter. Mr. S.K. Chakraborty, learned counsel for the respondent FCI authorities is in attendance. The prayer made by Mr. MSJ is allowed, list the case after 10 days on a date to expect.
Item number 29.
I'm awaiting the P. Salman sending AFDC. He has some personal difficulty. So I prefer adjourn that day.
What, we have heard almost, what more?
He has to satisfy regarding maintaining objection.
Huh?
Regarding maintaining.
I think Mr. Aram should have remember now.
You the department and pocket. Present, but then we fix on Friday, you know.
Question is, what?
He has not participated in the tender process. Now he is.
And admittedly, you are
Not
a defaulter. You are a defaulter. As a defaulter, as a
Not declared.
participant-
They have not,
not participating, Mr. Chaudhary, not participating in a bidding process is one thing.
Right.
It is a fishery
Right.
for which the bidder is to be not a defaulter. If a defaulter, he is ineligible. Non-participation is one thing. Ineligibility is another thing. Being ineligible to participate in a tender process. It is not that some condition has been relaxed to give the benefit to the private respondent.
have no stated that we are ineligible. But what
No, apparently it appears.
they have not.
Show
passed
me,
any
tell me on a statement at the bar that you are not eligible. You were eligible. Tell me at the statement on a bar. As a responsible officer of the court. As an officer of the court, make a statement before the court that you were eligible. Tell me that you did not default in depositing revenue.
We have submitted several representation that we are able to pay the revenue.
Meaning thereby,
That requested,
you were defaulted.
they have not declared us, my lord. They have not declared, they have not said dismiss our representation even here. We have submitted representation.
Okay.
Thereafter
Continue.
another order.
Continue.
My lord.
Continue. Okay.
But here is also honorable court order also. We have submitted a representation. That representation may be disposed of. There is an honorable court order, you will fine.
Maintainability of the repetition will, where? This order,
Fine.
in this repetition.
Court order.
No, in this repetition.
My lord.
No, in this repetition, such order was passed.
Earlier, not my lord.
Huh?
Earlier repetition. They have filed another.
File
repetition.
contempt for that.
My lord.
File contempt for that. Is it not?
That is
Here
there.
the question is, you are questioning the settlement order passed in favor of the respondent
E-person,
here.
person, E-person.
Respondent here, respondent number 6.
here.
So you are
Respondent
questioning.
my lord.
Now preliminary objection has been raised that the petitioner society on the last date of submission of bid was ineligible to participate in the tender process. So being an eligible person or society, you cannot question a tender process. That is the preliminary question. Am I able to frame the question correctly? Yes, there are certain situations, terms and conditions are there. Mr. X did not participate. Finding condition that one has to have 5 years experience. But after the tender process, the tendering authority has relaxed the condition that no 3 years. No 5 years, 3 years we are awarding. That Mr. X can come. Yes, I have 4 years experience. Why you have relaxed after the game is played? So this tender process is bad. Yes, that could be done. That could be a situation. That is not a situation here. You are an eligible bidder. So you cannot participate. If you cannot participate, how can you question a? So you are not an aggrieved party. You cannot be an aggrieved party, right? If you are not a person aggrieved, then you cannot maintain a writ petition. Allegation of impersonation, fraud, all are disputed questions.
That is why the honorable.
Soren Das, Nogen Das, Debakumar Das, Novo Das,
You lordship.
we don't know.
The division bench order, your lordship.
Division bench order says nothing.
My lord, your lordship will find division bench. order.
Yes. See, paragraph
Page
C.
140, your lordship.
The division bench I have seen, ordered it 31/2023.
My lord, what
Right?
says- what division bench says?
What division bench says?
My lord, your lordship will kindly.
I have seen.
May I read it? The present appeal has been prepared against the order dated 14/12/2022 passed by the learned single judge in WBC number so and so, IA so and so, by which the learned single judge vacated the earlier interim order passed on 15/11/22. Considering the nature of the case and dispute which has arisen, we are of the view that it will be more appropriate that the learned single judge may proceed to decide the matter on merit in view of the fact that the identity of the respondent number 6, in whose favor the settlement was made, has been questioned. This being a disputed question of fact, it will be more appropriate if the learned single judge considers the same rather than us at this stage. Accordingly, without interfering with the order that is so and so, the division number so and so, we request the learned single judge for expeditious disposal of the writ.
Okay, make submission, expeditious disposal.
I'd hold the matter and you may pass the order.
Okay, we'll pass the order tomorrow. Part heart, keep it part, because there are other matters.
Tomorrow,
Will be-
normal, and then Wednesday, your lordship.
No, Wednesday will be difficult to dispose of.
Then Friday.
So many measures. This court is not sitting on Friday.
Then
Tomorrow.
Wednesday, your lordship.
I
Wednesday.
had Mr. Anand Chaudhary, learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr.
KD Sharma.
KD Sharma. Tell him to be present tomorrow.
Lordship.
KD Sharma, learned counsel for Mr. Learned counsel for the respondent AFDC, and Mr. TJ Mohanta, learned senior counsel, assisted by MSP Bharasaji for the learning for the respondent number 6. Post of the councils, the learned councils are heard as the matter. The hearing has remained inconclusive. Is the case as part of tomorrow.
Tomorrow, my lord, I have another matter, your lordship.
Heard.
Wednesday.
I have to heard, already heard. I'm giving you 5 more minutes time.
But I have another
Expeditious
matter.
disposal, division bench has said. Division bench has said expeditious disposal
My lord.
by the learned single judge. So that is why
No, that is why I have some difficulty. Wednesday,
No, I am hearing you.
Wednesday, your lordship,
Only order to be passed.
whatever is, I may be present, your lordship. Oh, Wednesday, your lordship. Wednesday.
As part at 3 o'clock. So you are here, I can pass order right now. If you are expressing difficulty also at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, we cannot sit over,
Wednesday I can.
then don't express such difficulty.
Wednesday I.
Item number 31.
Even is there. Even is. Yes,
Section 11 petition to appoint arbitration lordship.
hmm,
In this case, what happened, lordship, there is a project for dredging and reclamation of River Brahmaputra, another project of Profit Brahmaputra. Accordingly, we have been selected to do the work and we have been entrusted the work.
what kind of objections the respondent has raised?
They have raised the objection that the agreement is void. As because we did not deposit the 1% remaining 1% deposit to the respondent. That is their contention.
Agreement is executed.
Execute. Agreement was.
Now, what is the law?
Law is that lordship.
Whether arbitration clause can be read separately?
Definitely lordship.
Huh?
Definitely lordship.
Bring the authority.
Section 16 lordship.
Bring the authority. Section 16 arbitration clause is to be read separately.
Yes, lordship. If
No, arbitration.
if the agreement or contract is void, on that case also, the arbitration clause will survive. The
Which one is the?
16(1)(a) lordship.
Any authority?
I'll bring next.
Bring authority.
Definitely.
16A. If the contracts are signed by the parties, the arbitration clause can be read separately. 16A. So that objection may not sustain.
Let him come with the.
Because I was going new to this branch of law. Otherwise, I have read that arbitration clause can be read separately. So 16(1)(a) is clear. So that objection may not sustain. If it is clear, almost clear,
That is true.
get an authority.
Definitely.
And thereafter, how the arbitrator is to be appointed? Arbitrator is to be appointed
Yes. From
as per the list, from the list.
Yes.
So 16A.
Definitely.
Okay. Mr. A.K. Sharma, Lane, counsel for the petition. And Mr. M.J. Ahmed, Lane, senior head, huh? It's by Mr. A.M. Lane, counsel for the sole respondent. Post up. Mr. Sharma, Lane, counsel for the petition has submitted that though in the affidavit in opposition, the sole respondent has raised a question about voidability of the agreement,
Yes.
comma. It is his the arbitration clause don't like it. So he has contended that despite the question of voidability of the agreement, comma, the arbitration clause is to be read as an independent clause in view of section 16(1)(a) of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act. First up, as agreed to by the Learned Counsel for the parties, release the case on next Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday? We can dispose of
We will not be here on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Can we first week of October?
Okay. Hold them, 14. If it is not sustained, then
Yes, will please, development.
Item number 32.
Yes.
Matter, government was asked to obtain instructions as regards the contentions raised in paragraph 14 of the writ petition.
What are the conditions?
Contentions raised, my lord, is that we had said that we had gone to the office. On request, we had seen documents which detail the parts, the areas under cover of the missing autonomous council. And these were there. But on record, we had made a statement. But subsequently, they filed an affidavit to the joint secretary and more or less has accepted it. And said that government has taken up the matter with the authorities, paragraph 9 and 14 of the affidavit, which they have filed.
Oh, where is missing? Missing is missing.
Basic, but so far as
Yes, Mr. Gogoi, missing is missing.
the government has supported it.
So his presence is required.
The only thing is that demand notice which has been raised is too high. Now they're accepting it. The issue was simple, that if ABCD is the area you have given to me, and I cannot operate that due to illegal encroachment and or by the authorities, now I'll go up to the council. Under the authority of the council, people are being given settlements or they're bullying. And then if I cannot, and if I raise a dispute from the next day of settlement, this is the problem. Eventually, the superintendent of police, the deputy commissioner, even the joint secretary concurs to it. And they've taken up the matter with the departments also and requested the council not to give settlements of 60%, fisheries or 40%.
Okay. Mr. Gogoi, you go through the brief. So I'll record your name in the, to reflect in the respondent side. In the meantime, who is S. Bhattakur?
I will say.
Name is mentioned or not?
MSC is reflected, I will inform you.
You inform him,
Yes,
not this Friday, next Friday, we'll dispose of.
yes.
To take a call,
My only
to
prayer.
take a call,
Yes, sir.
till then, no coercive action.
If that observation is there,
We'll take the call on Friday,
Lodge.
we'll dispose of the requisition. Because we cannot examine all these issues. They have to do as per field verification.
According to it, that's what.
They have to do it after field inspection. Ground situation, they have
That is
to.
why paragraph 14, what reflects.
Heard
an order of
Mr. S. Bonik, learned counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. K. Gogoi, learned traditional senior government advocate Assam for the respondent number.
Proceed, I am for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lordship.
The learned standing counsel,
1, 2.
Mr. S. Bhattakur, right?
As paragraph 3 and 4.
Learned standing counsel missing autonomous council for respondent number 3 and 4. It's found absent today on call. First up. Office to reflect the name of Mr. K. Gogoi, learned senior government advocate, and Mr. S. Bhattakur, learned standing counsel MSc in the respondent side. In the cause this list the case on next Friday. If I don't know, next Friday.
29.
So we'll attempt to dispose.
Item number 34.
For Jul Hoff.
Maybe your lordship.
Yes.
I prepared your piece of lordship. Base 3 weeks time to file affidavit lordship.
Mr. N.M. Hazarika, learned counsel for the petition is present. Mr. P. K.D. Sharma. Learned counsel appearing for Mr. P. Sharma, learned standing counsel AFDC has paid for and is granted 3 weeks time to file counter affidavit on behalf of the respondent AFDC authorities. Release the case of the chief.
35.
Naimuddin. Yes, Naimuddin.
Yes, my lord. Page 31.
31.
I was selected for settlement of military.
Oh, Panchayat.
Yes, ma'am. And
Standing counsel is absent.
records receipt.
Both. Not only Mr. Dotto, Mr. N.K. Devnath also. Nobody is present. One is unwell, right?
Day after tomorrow. Urgency is there.
Day after tomorrow, tomorrow. Our next Wednesday,
Same.
same. Records, Mr. Doctor had said, right, he has received the records. He has received the records, he said,
Yes,
right. Okay, and Sharma. Inexplicably. Petitioner, because already full. And AM Khan. Petitioner or respondent number 5. Mr. S. Dr. Learned Standing Council, Panchayat and Rural Development Department, who had submitted on the previous date, DAT date, that he had received the relevant records, he is found absent today on call, full stop. As Mr. Doctor is found absent today on call, let the case be listed on Friday
Lordship, in the meantime, your lordship,
for enabling him to produce the relevant records. Why you are arguing here? No interim order has been passed against you.
in the meantime, your lordship, I will be allowed to file my objection, your lordship, against the reply filed by my.
No.
They
It
have
is not a particular thing. That one will file affidavit in opposition, then petitioner will file affidavit in reply. Thereafter, respondent will file again and reply to the affidavit in reply. You take leave. File a leave petition. That is not a procedure otherwise. After filing of affidavit in reply, in the meantime, before filing of affidavit, that is a different thing. Yes, next.
37 for orders.
Kolong Par. Yes, Mr. Monique.
Service is complete.
Service is complete.
September.
This is service is complete. Okay. Who is the main respondent?
I am for 1, 2, 3 and 4.
1, 2, 3 and 4 is there, 5 and 6 complete.
Yes, Monique. For the petition. You are challenging settlement.
Well, I must be fair. I took the copy from him. I misplaced. No, I
Okay.
have a difficult.
And Mr. K. Gugoi. Learned additional so for the respondent number 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Gotcha.
As per office note. As per
Lavazim for the 11th of September.
order dated 11/9/2023, command the service of notices upon the respondent number 5 and 6 is complete. Post of as the all the respondents have been duly served with the notices. Let the case be listed in the admission column after a week.
38.
Hilton Allied Science. Hilton Allied Science.
We have subsequently included Atul Kumar Tiwari in
Huh?
Secretary of Ministry. We have subsequently included Atul Kumar Tiwari, Lordship, in the Secretary of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India.
Hey, wait.
There is a dispute between the state respondents and the union. Their state respondent is saying that they have not received the central fund. That is why we are not able to pay the.
No, office note. Notice not served.
Lordship, they have appeared, their name appeared.
Respondent number 3.
Respondent number 3, lordship, they told us to withdraw the Wakalar number.
File a proper application before the registry. File a proper application before the registry.
Look at.
Then file a proper application. Intimate the registry.
Also, we suggest that the service is complete, Lordship, because on our service is complete.
Let him file an application. Let it be, because it is also they have made clear there that respondent number 3 is to be represented by the Deputy Solicitor General of India, right? So let it be listed after 1 week. Mr. S.K. Das, Learning Counsel for the petition is present. Mr.
K. Kolita.
K. Kolita, Learning Counsel, who has appeared for respondent number 3 has submitted that he has received instruction to withdraw the power by written communication received from the respondent number 3.
My lord, earlier I have appeared for respondent number 2. I have filed the affidavit. He has no role because the subsequently the ministry has been bifurcated labor and skills. Subsequently, I have appeared for the respondent number 3 also. But
I have seen it,
yes, my lord.
but it is not that somebody is to have been asked to appear.
I asked to appear.
You do the thing internally or what?
My lord, it is sent to me.
So
once
please the
per-
case. You inform the registry them.
My lord, no, I have,
Go through the proper way.
my lord.
Release the case after week. Go through the proper way, inform the registry. Follow the formalities.
39.
MS
Yes,
S. Ahmed
I am appearing for respondent number 2, my lord.
for the petitioner and MS M. Bormon.
Respondent number 2, my lord.
You? One. Mr. R. Dubey, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 1 and Miss M. Bormon, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 2. Right, huh?
I have received some instruction, my lord. I'd like to file affidavit. Please on record, my lord.
Anything? Same.
Yes, his entitlement has been determined, the mode of payment has. to be-
Proposal has been assigned to the Commissioner, Panchayat and Rural
Okay,
Development.
MS Bormon has submitted that instructions have been received to file counter affidavit in opposition. So MS Bormon has thus paid for
3 weeks, my lord.
3 weeks time to file affidavit in opposition. The prior is allowed is the case of the 3 weeks.
Obliged.
Item number 40.
Can you peruse the order dated 8/1950? I is not reacting.
হেৰি আছিল ইমপ্লিমেণ্ট আছিল যে আকাশ দিবৰ হেৰি ইমপ্লিমেণ্ট ৰাইট
Yes, Lord.
I Yes, Mr. Bora.
I have no objection, my lord. Copy has not been served to me that.
Huh? This is no, you are not yet
Lord,
Akash representing Akash Dev or Jotin Bora.
Lord.
Earlier, who were there?
Earlier,
earlier Anurag Goyal and
Anurag
Hiraj out.
Hiraj Shud.
Hard, Mr. Hard, counsel for the petition. এইকেইটা লিখি দিব the petitioner has in the instant interlocutory application has been preferred for implement of the following authorities, following persons as party respondent in the connected in the accompanying contempt petition, contempt case number students. Namta likhi dibo, paragraph 2 does. It is averred that the persons who have been implemented as respondent number 1 and the respondent number 2 in the accompanying in contempt case number so and so have since left the offices of the principal secretary BTC and the secretary, Panchayat and Rural Development PTC, and in their places, the proposed party respondents have joined. To stop. Having regard to the aforesaid averments made in this interlocutory application, the same is this court finds that the same is required to be allowed. It is accordingly allowed office to make the necessary correction in the cost title of the contempt case number so and so and release the case accordingly. Let the cost title be corrected and release the case after 1 week. After 1 week, let nowadays some procedure has been laid down. Let the correct thing become.
41.
Regarding allotment of Bazaar Vidya, it may come on Friday, Lordship may rise now early. But Friday, Lordship. That is short, my lord.
Next week then. Right, Friday. Friday only or next Monday? Monday. Next Monday.
Right.
A receipt on the, yes, Mr. Google. A receipt. Next Monday is holiday. Hmm? Fourth. A receipt and K Google as sought for the by the parties. Now, council for the party is the case fourth of
Item number 42.
contempt case. MS SB Chuduri.
Page 16, my lord, last.
Petitioner alleging violation of the direction made in the order dated 25/8/2023, passed in the repetition, in the repetition, WBC number 4756/2023. The instant contempt petition has been referred. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. How many respondents? One. Okay, issue notice to the sole respondent. The notice is made returnable in 4 weeks. Petitioner shall take steps for service of notice. Register post AD. 3 days.
43. Item number 43.
Yes.
40 part of the order is that page 17, Lordship.
Use হয় क्या? ইয়াতে page 16 আছে 25/2023 WBC number. WBC number?
WPC number, Lordship. Yes, case of numbers, and the 3585 is the leading case.
No, in which case you are filing? For each read petition, you have to file separate case.
The common order.
Common order is different thing, mister. That is not the procedure. That is not the procedure. Court can pass common order. You cannot prefer. Show me. Everybody has different cause of action, right?
Right.
Court can prefer to dispose of by one single order. That does not consolidate everything.
Then I have to file it separately.
That does not consolidate, is there?
So,
Order will act differently for different petition. Maybe in the same line. Show me that for one common order passed in how many read petitions?
well, 6 read petitions.
Yes, Mr. Nair. Tell me that this is the order. 5 read petitions were preferred by different petitioners, individual petitioners.
Lordship.
By one common order, all the read petitions were disposed of. Now, they have come in one consolidated contempt petition. Is it that can be done? 5 read petitions with different cause of action. Court has chosen to dispose of.
It would be one order, my lord, but 4 contempt petitions,
Four
preferably,
them.
as per our.
That is not the way. Cause of actions are different, Counsel.
That I may be allowed to.
Mr.
No,
No, this is difficult. He has not structured the petition in such a way. It is difficult to
okay.
separate the grains from the sap.
No, my lord. I think he'll have to file.
You just and counsel for the petition has sought liberty to withdraw the writ petition with the to file the same address. To stop in view of the so and so, the prayer made by above in view of the above submission made by so and so, the contempt petition is closed, comma with the liberty as prayed for.
44,
A to give it a motion to
49.
In this matter, pleadings are complete.
Huh?
Pleadings are complete, Lordship. Therefore, Lordship may fix for admission on next.
pleadings are complete.
Yes, Lordship.
Whether pleading service is complete.
Yes, Lordship. I have taken dusty service to the private respondent.
Huh?
We have filed our affidavit, Lordship.
Service is complete or not?
Service, Lordship, regarding PL respondent number 4 and 5. We have taken dusty service.
13.6. Perusal of the order for Jesus was issued. Now, in regard to the issue registered post, it appears that the rule is written insufficient and not known. But it appears it has filed affidavit regarding the justice. But that will not do, Mr. Counsel.
Lordship,
That will not do.
Lordship, we have filed our affidavit regarding.
No. Lodgima order.
Yes, Lordship.
File an affidavit regarding service of Dusty upon the respondent number 4 and 5.
Lordship, we have filed. Lordship.
Right.
Yes.
Then what was recorded in the Dusty affidavit?
Respondent number 4 has intentionally not accepted the copy of the petition. And 5, we have not pressed out the.
Then how?
Lordship.
How? Take first steps.
Lordship.
We do not know for service of notice because the office note says returned, the registered post articles were returned with insufficient address endorsement and not known endorsement.
Lordship, I may be allowed.
So your Dusty affidavit will not be taken cognizance of.
Lordship, we will take press steps.
Mr.
PJ Dutta.
P. Dutta, Learned Counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the petitioner will take proper press steps for service of notice. Upon the respondent. You are paying for whom?
2 and 3, Lordship.
Okay. A press at the proper and correct addresses of the respondent number 4 and 5 in the similar manner as ordered in the order dated so and so. এই আগৰ যিটো চাই লব এই যেটা নোটিশ ইস্যু কৰিছিল যিটো আছিল by same thing. What was ordered earlier? Do it, FS. Mr.
And Sharma, Lordship.
And Sharma. Yes, you were absent on some other cases.
Yes, sir, there's one case of that.
2 cases. Panchayat was not found, so we deferred the matter.
Actually coming from him and.
Okay, somebody said. Mr. N.K. Devnath
Correspondent number 1.
for the respondent number 1 and Mr.
And Sharma, Lordship.
and Sharma, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 2 and 3 are in attendance.
Lordship, interim order is there, Lordship.
Interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next
Obliged.
file over it till the next step.
Item number 49.
Hello, I have received several documents. One. This one is my tender committee report.
Be open 29. Why GST on services not required? Not quoted?
Yes, my lord, according to them, just now I received the instruction, my lord. According to them, that has prepared as per GST notification, that is section 15.2, my lord, that is required, my lord, for GST. According to them, my lord. There, section 15.2 of the GST government
Is
notification.
it mentioned or is there any space to quote that? Or 15.2 GST Act required all the bidders in every bidding process to quote that.
My lord,
No, GST, keynote question. Song.
Yes, the act notification. Notification.
What is the purpose and intent of section 15?
my lord, 15 is the value of taxable supply.
Ah,
Value of supply of a good of the service or both shall be transaction value, which is the price.
15.2 is clear, the value of supply shall include.
Yes, my lord.
So, is there any space to quote the GST? You have received a copy of the writ petition,
Yes, my lord.
tender document.
Yes, my lord.
That is the precise case that
There
there is no
no
space.
space. Yes, my lord.
So no space. Suppose GST is not quoted, they will suffer. They will include the GST because it is indirect tax, not direct tax. This is service. Service.
Within that 600, GST is there. And my lord will see, my friend was kind enough to give me a copy. My lord, they are opening the financial bits, but my rate has not been demonstrated there. They should have demonstrated my rate also. My rate is lower than the L1, my lord.
My lord.
And they have two stamps. One, in one place in the tender document, they say it will be as per the lowest rate. And the other place, they say it will be as per the lowest rate.
You are not, Miss Gayan, you have not been able to satisfy me.
My lord, that's why my lord, just now I have lots of document, my lord. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, any day, my lord. 200 pages.
Because
my lord.
200 pages.
Yes, my lord, something that.
200 pages.
Not 200, my lord, sorry, 10, that is 10 pages, but they have also sent something that is 200 pages, my lord. I don't know. My lord, kindly take it on.
You should notice. If you are appearing for all,
Yes, my lord.
No, there is a private
Because the
respondent.
private respondent is also.
okay, you have made him
Yes, yes.
successful one.
Successful.
But I think you have to meet others also. Now, since you have
My lord, because of that, my lordship, I'll file an implementation.
Afghan infrastructure,
Yes, your
last paragraph.
All. But because at that point of time, he only knew about Omega. He was getting it, so we paid him a part.
Okay, then MS Gayan, we can, since you have received the instruction very recently, we can keep it up on some other day.
Yes, my lord.
Interim order shall continue.
My lord, next Monday, my lord, I'll file.
Next Monday. Okay, I can leave, but I'm not sitting.
My lord,
I'll not be sitting.
let her, she has to file an affidavit. My lord. Give us some time to file a reply also to that. And accordingly, my lord, it will
Okay,
so that, my lord,
Mr.
but if
there are two options.
notice may be issued, my lord, may fix it in a short day. We will take steps. My
No, that one person is there, no?
yes, my lord, here only local, our FC road, my lord. Uzambuzar. We'll take steps. We'll take
Okay.
personal steps. Service.
Third, Mr. A.K. Nair, Land Council for the Senior Council is there by H.K. Das, Land Council for the petition, MS A. Gayan, and Central Government Council for the respondent number so and so. Agor to Liquidative. On 15/9/2023, MS Gayan, Land CGC has sought time for instruction. Post of MS Gayan has today submitted that the petitioner's financial the petitioner's, evaluation of the petitioner's financial bit was not undertaken as the petitioner did not quote GST on the service charge. Full stop. Mr. Nayak, Senior Counsel for the petitioner has contended that, where is the chart?
My lord, page 254.
The submission of both the technical bits and the financial bits were to be made online, and the petitioner had incorporated, filled up all the entries in the item rate BOQ in the price schedule contained in the item rate BOQ. And there was no entry which was not filled up by the petitioner, and as such, the contention of the respondent authorities that the petitioner did not quote the GST on the services is not proper. It is further submitted that in the column in the GST has been quoted
40.
in the price schedule containing the item rate BOQ at rupees. How much?
My lord, this is against the wages, serial number 1, and serial number 3, GST is against that wages, my lord. 3,780 for technical assistance skill category, like that for everybody. Administrative charges serial number 2, and therein it includes the my lord, GST.
Okay, GST has been quoted.
Quoted for, my lord, that wages which they'll have to pay.
For the wages.
Wages, my lord. And administrative and service charge 600 rupees. That is
He has
well
referred to,
includes.
to buttress his submission, he has referred to page now annex P6 within bracket page 254. There's 256. Having regard to the projections made, it is seen, it is noticed that by the impugned communication dated, what is the date?
My lord, it's a WhatsApp message dated, my lord, 7/9/2023.
7/9/2023, the petitioners, the petitioner has been informed that the petitioner's bid has been rejected during financial evaluation by the duly constituted committee on the purported ground that GST on services not quoted. Having regard to the materials documents appended to the writ petition, it privacy appears that the petitioner had quoted the value against the head GST in the price schedule contained the item rate BAQ. It is provided that till the returnable date, the petitioner, the respondent authorities shall not finalize the process initiated by the tender document number so-and-so dated 26/6/2020. The issue notice returnable in
Short date may be given.
October, 6th of October.
Yes, ma'am.
6th of October. As petitioner appeared accepted notice so-and-so, the petitioner shall take steps for service respondent or private respondent. In addition, Dusty.
One from what is being reflected, I am L1 on the total amount as well L1 on the service.
This is not, we are not looking into it. We are
Oh, my
looking
lord,
into
can
on.
also make one observation that administrative charge and that, my lord, administrative charge and service charge that we have quoted inclusive of GST. That
Okay,
observation.
it is a further contention of the petitioner that the GST, the amount for GST is subsumed in the administrative and service charge quoted by the petitioner in the price schedule of the item rate BOQ. That is your contention?
That's fine.
What it is up to you, since you know the bidders who's.
I'll immediately do it.